Stop bouncing me. Yay!
Hit the ball. Yeah, drop the bat, run. Drop the bat. Drop the bat. Yeah. Bat flipped on a single. Good job, buddy. Way to go. Come here, buddy.
What's going on?
I play basketball. I play basketball all the time. Okay. Hey, first you put the eggs in it. This right here. Rip off. Okay. When it's 10, I go to 10. I won!
Good job.
I'm in Miami right now. I'm in Miami right now. I've been after your file. I'm on Ocean Drive. I'm in Miami. In Miami right now. I've been after your file right now. On Ocean Drive right now. That's on my mama. I'm in Miami. I go to the window, so I'm going to Cali. I said I'm too official. I'm out with them niggas. I said, man, the rapper on the city, that nigga, he rigging. We pull out with them guns, you know me in the real. Well, mama pays, I ain't having ever since that I was real. Now I came up, I got a pet, and I will never squeal. Whenever ever on my mouth, cause I swear I'm too real. Yeah, I'm in the East Coast, I'm living life for real. Why the fuck you can hate it? I ride you to chill. You gon' really piss me off, and I'ma pull up on the steel. I'ma pull up on the Draco and get your ass killed. Man, stop capping, cause I'm fucking wicked. I pull up to your city, tell me your location, bitchin'. You know we poke that shit. My youngest know you killin'. I wanna grind, got money on my mind, no money on my wrist, so I can tell the time. You know I'm rapping and jamming, I'm trying to eat all around wonder what I'm doing, so I really come to eat. Hey, they trying to play on me. I swear I'm doing my shit. One of my time I was poor and I ain't have shit. Every day I'm just riding by the same outfit. I done came up, I'm switching cars, yeah, I'm switching shit. These niggas mad at me, ain't wanna clone me. I'm in Miami right now, I'm off of South Beach. I'm living large, I'm living life. They know me, wanna take my life, yeah. It's on my mama, I'm in Miami. I'm out there doing this video shooting, going to Cali. I'm on my mama, I'm on my mama, and I'm in Miami right now. I'm in a 305, yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. Pull up with a red car, my life is on now. They wanna play with me, they wanna clone me. I'm bad bitch, Latino, she wanna sleep with me. I'm in a 305 right now. I'm in Miami right now. On Ocean Drive right now. I'm in Miami right now. I'm in Miami. I'm in the 305. 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 I'm in Miami right now. Yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. I'm in Miami right now. Yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. Yeah, in the front car. That's don't look at me. I'm the niggas in the game. You can't beat me. Cause I'm that nigga from the bottom. No, I will never change. Diamonds on my hoodie. I got diamonds on my chain. I'm in this song. No, that's right. Ain't no game. Yeah. In Miami right now. And the 305. Yeah.
Bro, this ain't it, dog.
What? That was pain I was spitting. The depressed music is in.
Listen, you really want to pop? Diss somebody.
Oh, yeah. People love beef. But who could I beef with? Oh, yeah, I got somebody in mind. DJ Pooh, start that beat up, homie. Bitch, what you thought I forgot? I'm grown now. You think just because I came out your womb, your slew-footed ass can tell me what to do? Hell no, you got something else coming. In 03, you embarrassed me when you caught me and my friend smoking. Your big ass walked up, built like a fridge with the doors open. When I was a kid, she made me wear a helmet when I rode my bike. Woman had me in that ghetto school when she know my ass couldn't fight. You keep cutting the beat off, man. What's up?
Bro, you making a diss track about your moms?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
The woman that raised you?
Hold on now, she wasn't always there. She used to work 2 jobs and come home late and cook dinner for me. Talking about I gotta clean the kitchen. Talking about she too tired to clean the kitchen because she been working all day trying to support this family. Ain't nobody told your goofy ass to get 2 jobs, mama? What? Hey, I'm not a street nigga.
Late night crew. Fuck it is, man. Happy Thursday. What's left of it. Say what's up to your boy. $50, you still out here getting choked out? That's unfortunate. I don't know what made you thought you must not have heard about this dude Tip. He gets petty, bro. That's why he's one of my all-time. Leonard, Kendra, Janice, shout out to Bob, Tracy, OG Chief Meteorologist Scott Johnson, Cleveland's Hannah, Holly. Did I see KS? Or did I just make that up? Yeah, I saw KS. So look, hey, And Clee, we gonna get on that too. I got 2 more songs I gotta listen to today. How crazy is that? Hey, look, LNC, I'm about to do something I ain't ever did, but we doing it right now. I want y'all all to help me tell KS to put something out. He knows what I'm referring to. Just tell him to put something out, bro. Tell him we don't care. Put something out. 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 We got a SmackDown tomorrow. We got an Elimination Chamber. Put something out. I don't care what. Put it out. 1000% believe in you, kid. Put it out. I think something's getting ready to happen. I watched Janelle Grant's interview, or it wasn't an interview, it was a press conference. And she said some pretty eye-opening things to where I think he might be coming back, bro. I think he might be coming back. Ain't none of my folks in here yet to really know who I'm referring to. Big, what up, though? And we got a crazy one tonight. We have an insane one this evening. Insane one. Oh, I feel good. So these niggas done dropped 3 motherfucking diss records on this nigga in one fucking day. In one day. In one damn day. They done annihilated this nigga in one day. The pressure is relentless. Dante, what up? Rule number 5, what up? Anyway, some of y'all know how it be, bro. Sometimes you gotta apply pressure until niggas fold. And I think that's what's going on here. Hold on, who got 300? I ain't getting nobody 300 in a minute. Man, you know what? You know what? Fuck the dumb shit. We'll go in order of seniority. Kinda. I think I'm gonna kind of switch it up a bit. This is about to be. This is a moment.
I'm flyer than a falcon, but rockin' gold just like a saint. Still rep the ATL, but from that south can't no one say I ain't. I had the mafia slide, they'll shoot your shirt up till that bitch catch flame. He tried to kill your boy, but killed my Tesla, he ain't hit a thing. Yeah, I could spend 100,000 if I want with Johnny Dang. Without my money and some stocks, yeah, I don't care about no change. But before me and my bitch get married, she gon' have like 7 rings. Yeah, I'm a baller, baby, I'll splurge on you, that ain't a thing. Yeah, first I put her on some planes and now I put her on some jets. Yeah, in the middle of the ocean, on a jet ski, know she wet. They think a Corvette is a foreign, you can tell that they life boring. I was fucking bad shit at 16, that's a life a rock star touring. Niggas dissing, I ignore them, but my angels, they go for them. Niggas speaking on my mama, I tell Chess, ring the alarm. Niggas pussy, probably cross his leg and fucking fold his arms. Every nigga that played them bit the dust, my angels, lucky charms. Yeah, I'm flyer than a falcon, but rockin' gold just like a saint. Still rep the ATL, but from that south can't no one say I ain't. I had the mafia slide, they'll shoot your shirt up till that bitch catch flame. He tried to kill your boy, but killed my Tesla, he ain't hit a thing. Yeah, I could spend 100,000 if I want with Johnny Dang. Without my money and some stocks, yeah, I don't care about no change. But before me and my bitch get married, she gon' have like 7 rings. Yeah, I'm a baller, baby, I'll splurge on you, that ain't a thing. Tell that boy play with some safe, it's like millions in this safe. Think I'm stupid, bitch, I'm smart, I'll get it done without a trace. Went from wine to OG wine, but by the fam, I make shit shake. He just won't beef up on that net, I know that boy won't pop a grape. He tryna trick me off the streets, gon' trick his ass right in the lake. Yeah, I was raised around that mafia, just be patient, they'll bite the bait. I hate to fuck a nigga up, cause I've been chillin', life is great. But nigga play around with this fam, then we gon' catch him, night or day, yeah.
Yeah, pussy. Hey, say, man, I just woke up, man, so you got my wife back on your page, man. I told you, nigga, I don't do memes, I do music. Old muscle, fat face ass, fuck, nigga. Build that ass, nigga, let it be a lesson. Let it be a lesson to you. Get on your head till he get the message. You don't understand it, let it be a lesson to you. Let it be a lesson to you. Let it be a lesson to you. No disrespect it. Gonna be tolerated, obligated to check it. They playing fake. Think I'ma let a nigga disrespect my wife like that shit just aight? Think I'ma take this shit from you, cause a nigga you gonna have to come take my life. Expensive game this nigga playing, hope he know the price. Knowledge is power, but the knowledge gon' cost you. Enjoy the win, but we tend to learn more from the loss. When many men leave they chin open, go in they jaw. Went window shopping at the candy shop, this nigga so soft. I make music, not memes, nigga, we ain't the same. But world is different, let begin with I'm a king and you lame. Still in here rapping cause I just can't look myself in the face. Without me telling them today, ho, you a bitch and you fake. Pussy. Build that ass, nigga, let it be a lesson. Get on your head till he get the message. Man, let it be a lesson to you. Let it be a lesson to you. Let it be a lesson to you. No disrespect it. Gonna be tolerated, obligated to check it. They playing fake. Think I'ma let a nigga disrespect my wife like that shit just aight? Think I'ma take this shit from you, cause a nigga you gon' have to come take my life. Expensive game this nigga playing, hope he know the price. Every time I look up, this hoe wanna get into it and beat. I hate a bullet, pussy nigga come and do it to me. He beat on female, and I know detail. Could be a free L to hand out, but I know he tell. He Jacqueline Johnson, huh? Must be on DL. I'ma spank that baby, don't give no fuck about how he feel. You bully everybody, all for no compassion, it cool. Then playing victim like a Karen when it happened to you. Build that ass, nigga, let it be a lesson. Get on your head till he get the message. Man, let it be a lesson to you. Let it be a lesson to you. Let it be a lesson to you. No disrespect it. Gonna be tolerated, obligated to check it. They playing fake. Think I'ma let a nigga disrespect my wife like that shit just aight? Think I'ma take this shit from you, cause a nigga you gon' have to come take my life. Expensive game this nigga playing, hope he know the price. Puss ass nigga, man, I don't goddamn care who the fuck you is, how much money you got, what the fuck you think you got going on, nigga. You disrespect me and mine, I'm lying to your whole ass up. Bring your pussy ass outside, man. I don't need the nigga to sell no motherfucking records, nigga. I already had the motherfucking world on fire before this nigga started this whole ass shit, man. I'm doing it for me, Tina. What the fuck she had to do with it, man? What you hiding behind women in the battlefield for, man? You's a real bitch, man. I'm doing it for my old lady. I'm doing it for Tierra Marie. I'm doing it for Vivica Fox. I'm doing it for every woman that nigga done there terrorize, man. I'm on your motherfucking head, and I want trouble, nigga.
Miss Jackson, am I overreacting or is it valid? I wanna have a one-on-one convo about the man you sacrificed your life for so the world could see his talent. He's a legend now, I guess it worked out, but I need some answers. Are you happy with the way he been holding your family name? I need to know cause I can't sleep at night thinking you died in vain. I think it got to him. People won't tell him because he pay him. The emperor's new clothes to tell, we need to tell. We failed too many times from shells or either jail. Cats got 9 lives, one more will ring the bell and I don't wanna do it. Reason I came to you, I'm hoping you could talk me through it. Maybe it's something that you could tell me, bring some understanding. I'm more level-headed than the people headed to his mansion. I hope you know it's time sensitive. I think he really was a little confused, but I won't mention it. Pardon me if I'm digging it, hate to have you reliving it. You supposed to be resting, but just a few questions. Do you whisper in his ear before he makes the decisions? Can he hear you pass the nervous laugh he do when he timid? And is he really happy talent took the basic and gimmicks led to the actual business? He used to be something. We thought it was a joke, but now we see it's something off with him. I'll offer him a chance to reunite with you, and I'll do it. Nothing left to do, so I just send him to you, Miss Jackson. Hey Curtis, I encourage you to do a little research on my whole family, but you can start with me first. I know you're not familiar with a mother or a father. Maybe that's the reason easily you'll talk about them. Maybe that's the reason you be targeting the women. Let somebody try your mama, bet you probably wanna kill them. Speaking of killing, Curtis, I heard you was a firebug. Well, I'ma be the reason all your fans put their lighters up. Put your lighters up if you've dealt with abuse. Put your lighters up if you're no longer enthused with a nigga running around profiting off our pain. Love it when we fall down, that's when Curtis gets paid. Now put your lighters up if you too want the truth. Many men sin but don't profit like you from it. You don't even drink but you'll fake it for the news coverage. Seem like you know 50 Cent more than you know you, Curtis. Goddamn, I think you went too far to stop now. I got a little more information you could jot down. Firebug, I could still smell the gasoline on you. Firebug, at least let them sleep before you cremate them. Firebug, ironic you not hot as what you used to be. Firebug, and I'm the one delivering your eulogy. Firebug, don't let him put his light up. The next time you miss a mama, I could send you right to her. Try your luck. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
Wowzers, nigga. Just like your damn daddy. Nah, nigga, hold on, nigga. I'm bringing that shit back, nigga. This is probably the most peaceful diss record I've ever heard in my entire fucking life, bro. Hey, man. Don't mind, talk to the kids, bro. Berg!
Miss Jackson, am I overreacting or is it valid? I wanna have a one-on-one convo about the man you sacrifice your life for so the world could see his talent. He's a legend now, I guess it worked out, but I need some answers. Are you happy with the way he been holding your family name? I need to know, cause I can't sleep at night thinking you died in vain. I think it got to him. People won't tell him because he pay him. The emperor's new clothes to tell, we need to tell. We failed too many times from shells or either jail. Cats got 9 lives, one more will ring the bell, and I don't wanna do it. Reason I came to you, I'm hoping you could talk me through it. Maybe it's something that you could tell me, bring some understanding. I'm more level-headed than the people headed to his mansion. I hope you know it's time sensitive. I think he really was a little confused, but I won't mention it. Pardon me if I'm digging it, hate to have you reliving it. You supposed to be resting, but just a few questions. Do you whisper in his ear before he makes the decisions? Can he hear you past the nervous laugh he do when he timid? And is he really happy talent took the basic and gimmicks led to the actual business? He used to be something. We thought it was a joke, but now we see it's something awful him. I offer him a chance to reunite with you, and I'll do it. Nothing left to do, so I just send him to you, Miss Jackson. Hey Curtis, I encourage you to do a little research on my whole family, but you can start with me first. I know you're not familiar with a mother or a father. Maybe that's the reason easily you'll talk about them. Maybe that's the reason you be targeting the women. Let somebody try your mama, bet you probably wanna kill them. Speaking of killing, Curtis, I heard you was a firebug. Well, I'ma be the reason all your fans put their lighters up. Put your lighters up if you've dealt with abuse. Put your lighters up if you're no longer enthused with a nigga running around, profiting off our pain. Love it when we fall down, that's when Curtis gets paid. Now put your lighters up if you too want the truth. Many men sin but don't profit like you from it. You don't even drink but you'll fake it for the news coverage. Seem like you know 50 Cent more than you know you, Curtis. Goddamn, I think you went too far to stop now. I got a little more information you could jot down. Firebug, I could still smell the gasoline on you. Firebug, at least let them sleep before you cremate them. Firebug, ironic you not hot as what you used to be. Firebug, and I'm the one delivering your eulogy. Firebug, don't let him put his light up. The next time you miss a mama, I could send you right to her. Try your luck. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
The nigga apologized. He did a song apologizing to your mama, 50. I am for real. Hey man, the Harris family is on your look, 50. I told you, you can't make no Instagram post to get up out of this, nigga. You couldn't even make one to get up out of shit Fab did to you. Fab fucked you up. But see, for whatever reason, people don't really respect Fabulous because he never really, everybody act like that nigga sold out, but the reason he never was as big as he should have been was because he didn't sell out. That don't mean he ain't did no shit he wasn't supposed to do. But in the grand scheme, Fab destroyed this nigga, and everybody act like he ain't say shit. I understand niggas trying to ignore Mano and Jim Jones, and that's no disrespect to them. But you wasn't doing that to Fab. And you try to make an Instagram post or two out of that, then it's like, oh, I got Jim Jones kicked out of his studio. I won the rap beef. No, you didn't, nigga. You a fucking coward. You do cowardly ass shit, bro. You ain't nothing but the hip hop Jedediah Brown. I stand on that. I've been waiting on this shit, and for it to be my nigga Tip to do it, I can't be nothing but happier. I couldn't be happier. This is perfect storm. I wanted Tip to get off of that bullshit and stop trying to do stand-up comedy and do a fucking grown man album. And here we are. Cam, what's happening? One time Fab was supposed to perform at the county fair when I was in high school, and he was too drunk to perform. Oh no. Nigga, Cam coming on that fuck Fab energy, nigga. Fuck that drunk ass bitch, nigga. And then nigga 50 tried to go at Beyonce mama to get up out of this chokehold he in, nigga. I love watching 50 squirm. Every time that I saw niggas fold to 50, remember when, do y'all remember when 50 used to do the shit, have my money by Monday? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Do you remember when 50 was doing that shit? This was a thing 50 was doing for like 2 years, okay? He would get into it with niggas on the internet that apparently, allegedly, would owe him some money. And that nigga be like, you better have my money by Monday. Or, you know, basically he was gonna embarrass you. I mean, you know how I feel about the Knowles family. So, I mean, let me see if I can find one of these old posts. It literally pops up as a search. Where is it at? Like 50 would just say this shit to people, and for whatever reason, people would just like fold to this nigga. And I'm like, why don't y'all wait to see what happened?
That you always looked at as the villain.
I don't understand
the bad guy.
Because you're the bad guy. You claimed that years ago.
But
New York's #1 bad guy.
You help a lot of people out.
They gave it to me.
You help a lot of people out. You lend a lot of people money. You support a lot of people.
Nobody
when
wants
they
to
down.
borrow money from 50 at this point.
No, 50.
Nah, they do it now because they
money.
make him hot on the ground.
No, he lent, like you lent out a lot of money to regular people, to artists, to athletes, to DJs, to.
Is it lending
people.
or giving?
Well, it's lending if it's like with business stuff around it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Then you expect returns on whatever you're putting in. But like a lot of times, my instincts are to do it. Like I think, to be honest with you, I view money as freedom.
You view money as freedom? Jackie Long was another nigga. He was like, have my money by Monday. All these niggas.
It's the freedom to invest in myself or whatever my idea is at the time. And they'll come, we'll have a conversation, and it just feels like something to do. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll see, even when we talk about like television or different things, I'm like, yo, we need to do this. Because it's just, I see the qualities that people have that I don't have. At points it stands out to me. I watch them. And then I'm like, yo, I want to work with this because it's different. It's
That sounds like you be trying to steal people. You be trying to run numbers up off of niggas. The part that I'm trying to understand though, 50, is like, when you supposedly helping people when they at their down point, why as soon as somebody say something you don't like, you gonna run straight to the internet to try to embarrass them and talk about the money they owe you and have my money by Monday and all this other shit?
It's what I don't have at points. You know what I'm saying? Other people, they look at it, and if they haven't felt it enough for themselves, they can't help other people be where they need to be.
Now, what made you wake
that.
up? What made you wake up and say, you know what? I need my money back from these guys I lent money from.
Well, you know what happens? That people do this thing. There's no sympathy for winners. Everybody in this room is a winner. So, you know what I mean? When you have success, you can't have it without jealousy, without envy or entitlement. Entitlement being the scariest part because it's growing in someone you love dearly. You know what I'm saying? And that is what makes people look at you and go, oh, he got it, so it's cool. Like, you should excuse it. Like, when they say they're awarding you something in the courts, it's usually something that you already paid, so they're just returning it, awarding you legal fees. You know what I mean? So, like, with Tierra Marie and stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, like, when the girl's she trying to get the bag. She said it on tape. I'm trying to get the bag. And then you go, when it doesn't work out and they tell you to pay the $30,000, people on the outskirts can identify with not having $30,000 to give, and they go, "Oh, you got it, Fifth. So just let her live." And you go, "Let her live." What you talking about? That's the $30,000 that I spent in the process already on legal fees.
Did you get it yet?
Yeah,
This nigga wants you to side with him about why it's okay with him to sign artists to fucked up deals and then Be like, well, I put 30,000 in, I gotta at least get my 30,000 back. But you know when you put that 30,000 in, you put that on the motherfucker that didn't have it. This nigga is, bro, he's one of the biggest parts of this fucking game that's a problem.
You pay anything back?
No, she's got a payment plan.
Oh,
How
that's
much?
okay.
Okay, look, I
She's
don't care if you
working on
feel
it.
like you went to college. I don't care if you feel like you went to college. You didn't attend any classes, but you got bills to pay. It's cool. It's fine with me. Just when you make a mistake, you have to identify with the mistake.
We tried to call you up here one day when she was up here.
I know. I'm glad I missed that part.
Do you ever feel bad? Like, did you
Was you ducking smoke?
feel a little bad sometimes? Like, man, okay, she's going through a lot.
No.
Man, a lot of this shit coming back on your black ass, nigga. A lot of this shit coming back on your black ass.
I did a deal with him, and I spent money on this project. Then he wanted to do something that was independent. Afrobeats wasn't as popular as it is now, and he was going in a different tone of the music. And I'm like, I don't know about that right now, like the way. And I'm like, you know what? You could do what you want to do. Just have you could pay me back in the royalties off of the mechanicals, off of the music that you releasing moving forward, and you won't even feel it. Because it doesn't cost your marketing moving forward. Everything that you do moving forward is not going to be a part of that. It's just later, I'll get the money back. And he recouped it. He did it. He took care of it. Right? But at that point, I said, yo, you got to give me my money back, boy. And the people go, oh shit, he owed Fifth money. You know what I mean? And it stopped immediately. And it drew so much attention.
No, but look at the picture he posted. Here go one of the pictures right here. This is the shit he was doing to niggas, bro. I want to be careful while I was what's the name? Breakfast Club in it. 50 put a picture of a grown man talking about this nigga owe me some bread. He gave me some, but he got to show up with that bag now. And then start telling, then it was like, have my money by Monday. This is the shit this nigga be doing. This the nigga that wants you to just believe that, oh, nah, man. Like, nah, he's the nigga that comes up and acts like he's all nice, act like he's all giving and everything. And the next thing you know, he talking about have his money by Monday. That's that nigga.
People go, oh shit, he owed Fifth money. You know what I mean? And it stopped immediately. And it drew so much attention to it that the record stayed number one more days than it would have been number one on the charts.
Right.
And he knows that, so he'll go, yo, he's a marketing genius, bro, because I didn't know. He said, people was calling me like, yo, what's up with you on Fifth? And I'm just going, you need to make some noise around the record.
Now, it's shit like this. Remember, I told y'all, we can't take off the table that this ain't a play with T.I. and 50. 50 don't rap no more. And he's made that clear he don't rap no more. Like, whether you agree or disagree, he feels like he's bigger than rap now. That's cool. But T.I. did have, like, was already in mid-album rollout when this shit popped off, so I guess we gonna see.
To have people feel like there's something about who you are that is interesting about it. And then when he had more, when they heard my side of it, they wanted to hear what he had to say. And then when he said things back, they was like, oh, okay, now I understand what was happening.
But I'm a grown ass man. We're not coming up with a marketing plan where you're gonna be extorting me. Hey Shay, I got a plan. We gonna get your album jumping, nigga, and I got to play. I'm gonna pretend that I'm extorting you for money. And then it's gonna make everybody look, because everybody gonna look at you like you a bitch, and they gonna look at me like I'm tough, and that'll keep your record in the, in rotation. I'm gonna put a picture of you like in the shower with soap all over your face and shit like that. Yeah, I'm gonna do all of that shit, and then I'm gonna tell you to have my money by Monday. The answer is no. T.I., just keep applying pressure. Fake Real, don't care. Just keep applying. Now, the story we getting ready to talk about, I have not watched it. I do remember when he used to do Curly. That's back when 50 was actually entertaining. That's what makes me so mad at him now is there was a point where 50 was entertaining. He could rap, all these things, and now I watch him at the most laziest point, and he's more famous than ever while being at the most laziest point of his entire career. I saw someone call 50 the industry house nigga because he didn't mention Clive Davis in the Diddy documentary. 50 ain't never got no smoke for none of them. But that's how you know who his masters are. You know, it's the same thing with Diddy. And then when Diddy finally started saying something against them niggas, what happened? The whole empire fell through and now the niggas in prison. 50 turned up on them niggas, the next year, everything fell out. 50 don't want them problems. 50, he's a good little 50. That's what we'll just say. So, I don't know what happened in the video we about to watch. We about to watch it together. I have no idea. All I know is I'm like, what? I hope this is some bullshit, but I guess we all gonna find out together. I really do hope it's some bullshit though.
Tactical nuke incoming!
This is a shakedown.
You killed that nigga in East Dallas? Oh. You killed that other nigga, ran him over? Oh.
Wait, you did what?
You killed that nigga in East Dallas? Oh. You killed that other nigga, ran him over? Oh.
Hey man, shout out to Hoover. They out here wild.
There's no fury like a woman scorned.
Nigga, what is going on with the internet? Hold on, bro. I just realized I've been losing frames like a mofo. I don't know what's going on, but let me change this. It's gonna spin while it changes over. Okay, that should get us better. If you can hear me, you know, can you put a 1 in the chat or something corny? Hit the like button, get the fuck out, all that good stuff. Hit the live button if you may need to hit the live button, because you may be back in time a couple seconds. If you want to be back in time a couple seconds, have fun. But if you're a real-time person, hit the like button. All right, let's try her again. Shout out to Hooker.
Now, y'all know what they say, right? They say hell has no fury like a woman scorned. And fellas, we also know that women operate off emotion. Therefore, they understand that they can't beat us up physically. So one of the things women do have is a mouthpiece.
Nigga, it's a... I mean, I guess.
Some women know they can't beat you, of course, so what they will do is make sure they say something that's going to hit you harder than any punch in this world. I mean, some women will go to the depths of hell to make you feel how they feel. Whether that's talking about your deceased loved one, whether it's exposing something weird you enjoy doing intimately that only y'all share between each other, just anything that she knows is going to make you feel like a piece of crap or embarrass you to others. In this case here, this woman took it maybe a little bit too far. And instead of going the embarrassing route, she decided to take the incriminating route and decided she wanted to expose her boyfriend by telling how much people he unalived and uploaded it to social media. Now let me say this here. She may think that she was doing something by calling out all the bodies he allegedly caught,
But what she don't understand is that she just put her own life in danger. She don't understand that her trying to incriminate him opened a whole can of drama.
Well, no shit. Like, that shit seemed crazy where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna tell on my nigga with these murders. Well, you know you telling on a nigga that you said you know. You telling on a nigga that you said you know kill people. That's all I gotta say.
Not just for her neither. To break it all down, imagine getting on social media after losing a loved one and the homicide is unsolved. However, you come across a post like this where a woman is basically naming your loved one as she's telling the world that her boyfriend is the one that allegedly took your loved one's life. Not to mention, it caused a whole bunch of problems for him streetwise, because just how the family found out, the wolves found out as well, and our target is on your back because these people know now that you may have been involved in taking their friend or family member's life. Keep in mind, it wasn't just one person.
And that's the other part. We just supposed to assume that you was innocent. You was there, you seen all the shit, that you was innocent. All right.
Person either. So could you imagine the type of people that is now on his back? And you could say she lying, but most people are gonna figure, well, that's your girlfriend, and I'm sure she knows because she was around you. Why else would she call out these names specifically, as if she know exactly what's going on? Fellas, this should also serve as a lesson as well. Stop telling these women your business. Let me say that again.
Nigga, she might have been witty, bro.
Stop telling these women your business. It's
no, nigga, stop cheating on these bitches. That's what y'all gotta stop doing, bro. I'm trying to help y'all. And this ain't about simping for girls, bro. This is about like what the Bible be trying to tell y'all. The Bible teaches you how to tame these women, bro. You know, the good ones. The ones that like, if you know your girl know you got bodies, why are you cheating on her? Like, how much more does she have to do to, like, ain't that enough to marry her, bro? That's not enough to marry her? She know about bodies and she ain't said nothing. And guess what, bro? Had you married her, she can't testify against you no way. I'm just confused.
no reason why your woman know exactly what you're doing in the streets, something like that. It reminded me of while they were out that he backdoored and unalived his own friend. What happened to her?
Oh, I ain't get to say about Udi. Then I gotta die about that. You told my I gotta die if I tell what happened. That's crazy, y'all. I ain't really gonna die behind this, all y'all won't know that tea right now. Mark done got quiet. Where he at? He right here. He getting mad. He don't like the truth coming out.
So that's the point I'm trying to make. Ladies, you have to be more careful as well. What you
women, y'all really need to be told that if this nigga kills somebody, he'll kill you. You know what? Don't even worry about it.
Do out here, I know you could be hurt and want to try and get back and make them feel it in the worst way possible. But this right here just ain't it, man. Now in the video, we have a woman that catches her man cheating in a hotel with another woman. When she went to expose him, she would end up mentioning all the bodies she know about that this man allegedly caught. We're going to get into it, but before we do, make sure you hit...
Hold on. I'm going to just play the raw shit. Let me just get the raw shit.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Just in case some ladies do need to be told, if you know that nigga's going to kill anybody, that means he's capable of killing you. I just want to put that out there.
Money for a bond. Money for a lawyer. Save your child.
I'm a mama, fuck all that. Fuck the bond lawyer, all that. You showing your ass, boy.
And you let, that's what you doing? 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 Now you ain't paying a bitch ass thing. All right.
Well, I ain't watched it. Yes, she is, though.
Yeah.
Nigga, I hope she lying. I just hope she lying because I just don't understand how you out here this reckless, bro. Y'all nigga, this shit crazy. This shit is crazy to me.
You killed that nigga in East Dallas. You killed that other nigga and ran him over. For this hoe.
See, you hear her, all of a sudden she done got silent and you hear her breathing. That's because she done realize what the fuck she done said. It just hit her what she done said.
Yes, she is, though.
Yeah, you killed that nigga in East Dallas. You killed that other nigga and ran him over.
You killed that nigga in East Dallas. You killed that other nigga and ran him over. I have no words, bro. I have no motherfucking words. No words for anything.
You know, Rick is so wild and has went so far off the meter. It's shit that I can't even tell you on TV. I mean, you know, for the sake of our friendship, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna bring it up. But trust me, he's went there. He has went where it's like, yo, Rick, man, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You done took this shit too far. And his response is like this: there's no such place. Darkness. Let's go to the abyss, nigga. I'm not with it, man. I don't want to go to the abyss, man. You know what I'm saying? Rick wants to go to the abyss. In fact, he dwells in the abyss. Rick James dwells in the abyss, okay? And he wants company sometimes, you know? And for some reason, he likes to reach out for me. Whenever I'm around, when he wants to go there, he will reach out for me to try to take me to the abyss with him. And I'm not with it, man. I'm not with it. And that's when we end up, you know, tussling or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
I just don't. Oh my goodness,
For this hoe?
She still ain't said nothing since saying that, bro. Nigga, she got to calm. Nigga, she's beyond raging right now, nigga.
You protecting this? Never love me! Bitch, you never love me, hoe!
I'm gonna do it to you.
No way!
Watch out, bro.
Bitch!
You started putting your hands
No
on
way, bitch!
You started
No way, hoe! 5 years, nigga! 5 years, nigga!
And you fucked off 2 of them.
All
3
right.
of them. Fuck you talking about?
All right.
So 2 years.
All right.
Oh, you
Who
dry.
are you? That wolf never looking ass, bitch!
Ow, bro.
All right. You let this house talk to me crazy?
Bro, you busting it on your...
You lied up! Bitch, you just gave me a mess to me behind the house!
Nah. Bro, no the fuck out there. You just stabbed a girl.
Nigga. What in the lover's quarrel
Money for a
is
bond.
going on, nigga? Nigga, she done caught you in what's known as a seedy motel, nigga. She got the nerve to be telling nigga. And that's why that nigga got bodies too. Whoever else is in that room, you need to give your life to the Lord. You see where you done end up that in life. You fucking a nigga that got bodies is cheating on his girl who helped him get the bodies. You can't make this shit up. You can't even make this one up. I gotta see this shit one more time, bro. One more time.
Feed your child! I'm a mama, fuck all that. Fuck the bond lawyer, all that. You showing your ass, boy.
And you that's what you doing? That's what you doing? This what you doing? This what you doing? This what you doing? Now you ain't paying a bitch ass thing! All right?
Well, I ain't lost it. Yes, he is, though.
Yo, you killed that nigga in East Dallas?
This the kidnappers again, man.
Man, stop saying that shit over the phone. Damn.
I can't say shit, can I?
You killed that other nigga and ran him over?
This the kidnappers again, man.
Man, stop saying that shit over the phone. Damn.
I can't say shit, can I?
While she so now while this bitch is over here raging out, breathing and shit, getting ready to motherfucker have a panic attack. This nigga in there like, man, I ain't never killed nobody. Do I look like the type of nigga to kill somebody? You know I ain't never killed nobody. I ain't killed nothing but that pussy. You already know. She lying. Do I look like the murdering type? Told you that bitch was crazy. She's crazy. If I was a murderer, why I ain't kill her ass? Make it make sense.
You protecting this?
What you thought that nigga was coming out and he just never came? She thought that nigga was coming out to come talk to her, nigga. That nigga never came. She's like, hold on, nigga, I don't know what you thought this was.
You protecting this?
She doing way too much.
I'm gonna do it to you. Watch out, bro. You started putting your hands
up. Do it, bitch!
You started
touching. Do it, out! 5 years, nigga! 5 years, nigga!
And you fucked off 2 of them.
All right. And you fucked all 2 of them. Stop laughing, Shay. This shit is not funny. Stop. So did you kill any of them niggas she fucked? Or the 2 niggas she talking about, did she fuck either one of them niggas? I mean, I got a lot, there's a lot of questions. There's a lot of things we gotta unpack here.
Fuck you talking about?
All right.
For 2 years.
All right.
Oh, you drive.
Who are you? That wolf smelling looking ass, bitch.
I wish I could see. I can't see.
Chill out, bro.
All right. You let this house talk to me crazy?
Bro, you busting it on your...
You later. Yeah.
I mean, he can't even remotely play it off. Look at the lighting in there, nigga. Look at the lighting in this motherfucker. Like, he can't even remotely try to play this shit off, nigga. They in the dark with red neon lights, nigga.
Nah. Bro, no, the fuck I did. You just stabbed a girl.
Baby is yours, all yours. If you want it tonight, I give you the red light. Nigga, what? I'm gonna turn these damn lights on. Omega, what's happening? Look, I need somebody to explain to me what's happening in this video. Just explain to me what's going on.
Tactical nuke incoming!
I don't understand, so maybe you can help me understand, because I truly don't understand what's going on.
Moving fast in no hills, yo. Moving fast in no hills, yo.
Ma'am, don't try to get up. Stay still, help's coming.
I'm trying to understand what happened. How the fuck? Like,
Moving fast in no hills, yo.
like, this is the most hilarious shit of all fucking time. Because for those that don't understand, there's a reason why you pause it right here, right? First of all, because I'm gonna give y'all a little lessons, because some of y'all niggas don't be understanding, and some of y'all niggas be okay. Number one, why would she be running and stop in the middle to sit down? Number two, you know what made me good at this? Do you know that? I promise you, some of y'all gonna be like, especially y'all that know how to see AI shit, right? Do you remember them magazines, the highlights magazines? Especially if you like 40s, 30s, 40s, maybe some 50s too. And you remember the highlight magazines when it would be that page where it's like, it's 2 pages and then you got to figure out everything that's wrong. You know, you'll see somebody like holding a banana when they should be holding a phone. You circle all the wrong things. It's just like that for AI. This car angle. You got a license plate that don't have nothing on it. Then this car angle makes no sense. How is a car coming from that angle? At the doctor's office, at the dentist's office. Highlights was my shit. I definitely look forward to it every time. And I always used to be reading this shit like, why don't I get this shit at the house? This shit cold. Sounds are off. The sound already has her hit. And this is where we at in the internet now. Because this is about to lead to the next thing we get ready to talk about. That's a really big thing right now. It's a really big thing right now. And nobody's paying attention to it because the powers that be don't want y'all talking about this.
Ma'am, don't try to get up. Stay still, help's coming.
I didn't see her.
Where'd her hand go? She lost her whole hand. Where'd the whole hand go? And AI there will never be a point where AI, because AI just cannot mimic the human soul. They will never be able to program this shit to mimic the human soul. They will never be able to put that shit in any type of computer file. the reason I wanted to talk about it is because there's a lawsuit going on right now. This lawsuit, and I'm not bullshitting when I tell you this. Obviously, a lot of y'all know that, you know, we're obviously in federal litigation, 2 federal lawsuits right now. We are the plaintiff. We're not the ones in trouble. We believe in following the law. But there's some entities that do not believe in following the law. And this lawsuit, I bullshit you not. And you'll hear it referenced because multiple people that actually are paying attention to this. Who remembers the Big Tobacco lawsuit? Who remembers when Big Tobacco, when they went through that shit and lost that shit and they had to pay all that money and do all this new safety shit? Who remembers that? 1 for yes, 2 for no. I really want to know who remembers that. Facebook and YouTube. Facebook and YouTube. They getting ready to get their Big Tobacco wake-up call. Let me tell you how big this lawsuit is. They sued Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat, TikTok. Okay? What did they sue them for? For causing people to have social media addictions that have real consequences. And I know you like, well, Shay, that nothing's gonna happen in that case. Like, nothing's ever gonna fucking happen. Well, let me just tell you this. Snapchat and TikTok said, we don't want no smoke. They've already settled. Quiet. They didn't want no smoke. Donna's what's happening. Bless, baby. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about.
Today marks the start of a landmark trial in a lawsuit claiming that social media companies are using addicting tech to hook children. TikTok, one of the social media giants being sued in this case, just agreed to settle the suit. And
YouTube them, they just be on some we'll go down with the shit. This is what I've learned with these niggas. Understand that I can easily prove this. YouTube gives us as creators tips and tricks on how to hook viewers. Mr. Beast, the reason why his videos are so successful is they're literally completely engineered. Every single frame is engineered to extract the most eyeballs on the content in the most brain rotty way possible. They teach you how to make your videos in ways that people will never leave them. How to make people stop and watch your video within the first 5 seconds. How to use that analytics to further make people watch your shit. Like, y'all in some shit, bro. And I love it.
Avoid the courtroom. But Meta and YouTube are opting to go to trial. So let's bring in.
They don't have no choice.
CBS News correspondent Chanel Call live for us in the CBS News 24/7 newsroom. Chanel, what can you tell us about this lawsuit? Go over the details for us.
Well, let's start with who launched this lawsuit. It was launched by someone who was a teenager at the time, identified in this case as KGM. And Liz, KGM is alleging in this suit essentially that she became addicted to social media apps through things like doom scrolling, features that we have come to be very familiar with. Also,
there was a natural way that doom scrolling never happened. And see, this is the part where it's going to be hard for Facebook to really explain it. Because I was just telling y'all about this the other night. where, for those that don't remember, Facebook used to have it so your page was only filled with people you followed. Like, it's not like that anymore. They just throw whatever the fuck they want to throw on your wall with whoever. It really doesn't matter who you follow anymore, because it could be somebody you follow and they won't show you their shit for weeks. They posting every day, whatever, and you don't see their shit for weeks. You do this shit on purpose. But when it was where you could just filter it to the most recent post or whatever, you get to a point where you go to most recent, scroll back a few, read it, and then you're caught up. They make it now, you're never caught up. On Facebook, you're like never caught up. On Instagram, you're never caught up. There's always something. These apps you used to be able to get caught up. You can't get caught up anymore. And doom scrolling is crazy. So doom scrolling is the equivalent of, remember the Saturday afternoon when wasn't shit on TV and you just was switching channels for about an hour? Some people less, some people more. Some people switch a few times and be like, ain't shit on, put on a movie or just turn the TV off. Well, they have figured out a way to take that part of you that watches TV and be like, it ain't nothing on. You're just going to keep changing till you find something. 100 channels, can't find shit. They figured out a way to engineer that into this social media shit times like 1,000. So instead of you like, how many channels could you go through in a minute and really kind of see what's going on? They've made it so it takes like nanoseconds. Then, on top of that, for somebody who literally stopped using social media, but I still have all my accounts, they harass me. I'm always getting alerted for shit I don't know who. Somebody went live. I don't know who the fuck this is. For you, somebody I've never heard of has posted some shit. They just send me alerts, try to figure out any way they can, whatever, try to figure out an alert that'll get me to click into their app. Same with Facebook. I'll get a random thing. You want to join this group? What? No, I'm not. No. For somebody who has a YouTube channel and runs multiple YouTube channels, I get more alerts from Instagram and Facebook than YouTube. If not more, around the same. And I don't use social media. But one thing I learned when I stopped using social media was they put pressure on you to come back. They put mounds of pressure on you. Like I told y'all the other day, my feed changes every time I happen to get on Facebook or Instagram for whatever reason. My feed changes. Just random. It's random. It's like they're trying, for me personally, it feels like they're trying to figure out what will make me stay on the app for large amounts of time.
So with the algorithms, with the way the notifications work, and she's alleging in this lawsuit that addiction eventually led to mental health problems. Now, you mentioned this off the top. Where we're at in this case right now is about a week ago, Snap and KGM actually reached a settlement. And then just earlier today, moments before this case was supposed to be in its trial, we found out that TikTok also ended up settling with KGM. The terms of those settlements have not been made public. We don't know exactly what was involved in this. But we can say that is a big step forward in this case.
TikTok knew to do that shit because TikTok literally engineers their shit to make it as addicting as possible. And all this backwards secret marketing and shit they do, like, how we just watched the shit with the motherfucking, what was it, the Chinese cheesecake bullshit? That's part of that addictive shit and that FOMO, and you got to be a part of all of this. And if you ain't doing it, you lame. And
because it now means those two companies, Snap and TikTok, will not have to be part of this trial. Meta and YouTube, for their part, are saying that they're welcoming their opportunity to defend the work that their companies do. They've denied these allegations, but this is part of a larger picture. This will be the first big test of this argument that, you know, we've talked about this as a lot of people are comparing to what we saw happen with big tobacco decades ago.
This is exactly what's about to happen, bro.
Where the allegations really are that these companies have created products that inherently are addictive by nature, and that addiction has then led to some pretty awful health outcomes for young Americans, for millions.
And what sucks for Facebook and YouTube is that for people that have been on these platforms, whether a lot or a little over the years, you know that they have made changes to try to keep you hooked on this motherfucker. That's why I never tell anybody that, like, I don't ever want people to feel I do 6 shows a week. So that means you'll be able to catch me every week. That's the way I look at it. Doing 6 days, you can always catch me every week. That is, you know, I understand people got lives and stuff outside of stuff, but I also understand that, like, when you got rehab or sick and shut in, this stuff can help you pass time. But like I said, with everything, it's all about what you're using it for. There's so much shit on the internet. If you just devoted 7 hours to the internet, but with no social media, you will become smarter, because you will think of things to look up. When it's just like, you just treat the internet like a library instead of a town hall.
Of young Americans, we're talking about things like depression, anxiety, in some cases eating disorders, body image disorders, and then we've also got cases where we're seeing, unfortunately, self-harm, and in some instances suicide. So this will be the first big test of that argument. As for this case specifically, the trial is expected to last about 6 to 8 weeks. Jury selection was set to begin today, and we're also hoping to hear from some big executives involved in this story, including...
Think about this. Think about, like, if you're a kid, right? Like in high school. And you know how high school is, where, you know, maybe you got a problem with zits. Maybe you feel like you're a little too fat. You want to lose a couple of pounds. All this shit, right? And maybe you thinking about doing something silly, like taking some type of diet drug. So you look it up, and you decide, I think I'm going to hold off on it. Nigga, in pretty much every app you open for the next week or so is going to suggest something, either that thing or something like it. See, people don't even talk about that type of shit. It's not just that they make it hooked. They have you having the kids try to get hooked. The products and shit they push towards them, and the way that they won't let up. And then they go out of their way. If you want to block the ads, they go out of their way to try to punish you for not wanting to see all of that brain rot.
Mark Zuckerberg himself.
Chanel Call, thank you so much. All right, I want to bring in Lily Jamali, a technology correspondent at the BBC. Lily, you've been covering the tech world for years. How big a deal is this case that it's going to trial?
It's a really big deal, Elizabeth, and great to be on with you. I had an opportunity to actually speak with the plaintiff's attorney last week, and he told me that this is the first time that we're seeing a case about social media addiction among young people go to a jury, so that a jury can actually have the opportunity.
And that's where I be laughing at YouTube and Facebook. They just be so confident that they can't lose cases. And this is how, like, anytime you hear about a big ass company losing a big ass case, you'll always go read the shit and you'll realize that their arrogance, they could have got out of this with way less. Their arrogance. See, TikTok and Snap, they see the writing on the wall. Facebook and YouTube just be like, they be like that we above the law. We not responsible for any, they think they not responsible for nothing, bro. Even though the law literally does not give them this unilateral protection they swear they have.
Opportunity to hold social media companies accountable. First time in a court of law anywhere in the world. So in that respect, you know, we're really marking this case as a landmark. You know, for a long time, these companies have used a legal provision that was passed 30 years ago, before social media even existed, this provision called Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act of 19...
They be improperly using it. They just go to court and they say, Section 230 say we can do whatever we want. And it literally does not. And then they go to these district court judges, these district court judges be sitting out in Silicon Valley, don't want no smoke. Then you go to the 9th Circuit, and then they try to pay you off. Allegedly, right?
1996. It's just a 26-word law, and they have used it to say that they're not responsible for what third parties, what their users post to their platforms. What this case is about, though, is...
Yeah, but that's the thing. Section 230, it's the same thing they try to do in my shit. They try to be like, well, Section 230 protects us from having to be held accountable for calling you a pedophile. It says nothing of the sorts. It says if somebody else on the platform calls me a pedophile, I can't treat it as if you said it because you're not responsible for somebody else's speech, content, blah, blah, blah. But when you do some shit and when you say some shit, you responsible for it and you're not protected by Section 230. So there wasn't a third party who tweaked y'all algorithms to try to make them as addicting as possible to make people not leave the fucking apps. I've been out. When I be out, I can see people that's real life addicted to this shit. You can always see it. You can always catch a doom scroller.
About the design of these platforms, the decisions that companies like Meta and others have made about their algorithms and notifications and other features that these plaintiffs allege keep users on these platforms, sometimes for really long periods of time.
Now, as we just mentioned, TikTok opted to settle the case before it even went to trial. But what are you hearing about Meta and YouTube that they haven't settled yet? Is there a reason behind that?
Arrogance. Sheer arrogance.
Yeah, so, and we should also throw in there the fact that Snap Inc., which is the parent company of Snapchat, also settled this same case just a couple days ago, and so that's noteworthy as well. You know, from what social media and legal scholars that I've been talking to are saying, these companies, Meta and YouTube, the defendants that are left, they have deep pockets, and so we do expect them to fight this case to the end.
But what does that mean? What does their deep pockets buy? Because all they can do with their deep pockets is try to run the shit up on their lawyer and hope their lawyer quit. See, that's why they don't try to do that shit with me, because they don't actually want to talk to my lawyer. They can't stand my lawyer.
Meta, for one, has responded to our inquiries saying that they are, you know, they strongly disagree with the allegations being brought by this plaintiff, KGM, and that they're very confident in their case, in their legal defense. And what we're going to see in the trial that's starting in Los Angeles, in just a couple of days, we could see CEO Mark Zuckerberg, along with other tech executives, take the stand and try to defend their...
Look, Mark Zuckerberg, the dumbest thing you could do is take the stand. And I know he's thinking about it, because remember when that nigga went and talked to Congress? And everybody thought that shit was going to end bad, when I was like, no, it's not. That was just Congress calling that nigga down there asking for their fucking shakedown money. That's all that shit was about, was shaking Facebook down, in my opinion. But you talking to a jury, bro, ain't the same thing as you talking to some motherfucking senators with their hand out.
Companies. Mark Zuckerberg has done that before on this issue, most notably before the U.S. Congress back in 2024. So just 2 years ago, telling U.S. senators that based on the scientific body of evidence, that in his view, there's no causal link between using social media and these adverse health effects that we're talking about.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Nigga, I hear about my pastor talk about sometimes he'll be scrolling on Facebook and be like, damn, where did an hour go? And I'll be like, that's so foreign to me. Like, I won't even spend 5 minutes scrolling on YouTube. Like, if I can't find something to watch on YouTube, like in less than 5 minutes, like a few changes, I'm going to something else. Or I'm not turning the TV on at all. Like, doom scrolling on Facebook is crazy.
Talking about which can include suicidal thoughts, depression, and the like.
So what impact, Lily, could it have on social media platforms if Meta and YouTube lose these cases?
Well, I would point you to some of the big personal injury cases of, the last couple of decades. So think about cases like big tobacco or the cases brought against pharmaceutical companies in the opioid cases. That was just a couple of years ago. These are situations where those companies have had to make major payouts. And so we do expect these companies, Meta and YouTube, again, the ones that are left, to fight these allegations to the end. One of the things one legal scholar told me is that, and I think, a lot of parents might agree with this, that there is, by and large, a widespread agreement that.
But here's my thing about that. Yes, parents should be involved, but you want to understand what I hear? This is like a drug dealer saying this to me. Don't stop us from selling drugs. You just need to teach your kids not to use drugs. Yeah, we need to teach our kids not to use drugs. But you also shouldn't be selling them either. So this whole thing was like, we just gonna fully blame the parents for all this. Bro, the parents are not to blame for everything that's going on social media, bro. And social media addiction, some of the parents are addicted to it.
There are harms that come from social media. The question in this case is going to be whether those harms can be directly tied to decisions made by these social media companies.
Yeah,
it can. I would have said, I promise you, I'd have said maybe like 5 to 7 years ago, I'd have said they would have never been able to prove it. But the companies were the dumbasses that came out and proudly were like, we are doing things to implement to try to keep you on the app, keep you here, keep you addicted to this. They've been found guilty of pushing content to certain people that went on to do certain things of the terrorist variety. Like, these are things that's already been proven. Like I just told you, like, if your kid is like on the fence about doing something and your kid actually makes the right decision, be like, well, I'm not going to take that drug. It probably ain't no good for me. Every time they open their social media app, they're going to see an ad for it because they looked it up one time, even though they decided not to. So now they getting bombarded with it and some of them might break. We sat here and watched. You heard people even down to the cheesecake shit we watched, where people literally said, it just keeps popping up in my For You page, so I said, fuck it. And that's just with something like that. What if it's something else? And they do that by design, and that's the problem.
Very interesting to watch, especially if these big tech execs take the stand.
Absolutely.
All right, Lily, thank you so much. Good to see you.
Just like, what's the one kid shit? Coco Melon. That's another one. That's the social media for babies. All of that shit is perfectly engineered. The songs are engineered a certain way to make your kids totally addicted to it. Look up kids that are addicted to Coco Melon. It's a real thing. I ain't had that shit in my house. Like, just ultra repetitive ass songs that like never end. I mean, just songs that just never have an ending to them. Super bright, can't take your eyes off the screen colors. I believe there was a level of it. You know, that's why like I won't let Junior drone out. Like I'll try to like have light conversation with him whenever we watch it, so you know, so he can kind of understand what it is, whatnot. But that's why like stuff like Sesame Street don't zone your kid out. Your kid like it feels like your kid feels like it's a theater, like it's part of theater. Like I've noticed that with Junior. Like Junior saw Baby Shark one time, and he wasn't even like like one of the first things he was seeing was Baby Shark. He barely seen that shit. And it was just like, I told Chris, I was like, no, we're not doing it. I looked that shit up and I showed Chris, I was like, yeah, we're not doing this. This is like crack for babies. And they literally, because it's Coco Melon, and it's another competitor that does like basically the exact same thing. And they literally have learned how to science engineer exactly colors, sounds, and shit to have your kids addicted to just want to watch the shit all day long. And it's nonsensical. And they even did a study to show that kids that was watching Coco Melon, they had speech problems. They were more likely to have speech disabilities, talking disabilities, and whatnot. And they know this shit. That's the part that makes me mad about it is you niggas know this shit, bro. So to sit here and try to be like, nah, you just got caught, bro. But you know how these motherfuckers are. Let me grab my drink. Finish up, lady. Napper, what up? And parents can limit access, and I do. But like, it's funny to watch my daughter because a lot of it looks weird to her. Like, bro, it's routine. She'll leave her phone in the kitchen. Like, we have to tell her, make sure your phone is charged and you have it on you. We have to tell her that. Because she uses the phone like how we use the phone as kids. Will she sit on the phone for like an hour or two talking to a friend? Yeah. Well, but she ain't sitting on the phone. She don't sit on the phone an hour or two on her phone just doing nothing. She don't have no social media accounts. And her daddy a tech genius, so it's kind of hard. But I'm sure there's like, you know how kids are. 16, game gets ran. It is what it is. But it's about the values. She didn't grow up like no tablet baby. And that's how we are with Junior. Like, he ain't no tablet kid. He don't have to have a TV on and stuff like that. He'll play. He'll make toys out of everything. You know what I mean? So but there's limiting access, and then there's the shit that these social media apps do. Like, obviously the internet is dangerous, but I personally feel the internet itself is way less dangerous than social media. I mean, people don't realize how much more dangerous YouTube used to be. Let me give you an example. YouTube on here, you used to be able to private message people on these app on this app. You know how dangerous that is? Do you know the level of safety that was just added by implementing that? I mean, but Snapchat is an app that prides itself on we hide evidence. Bro, you know when I knew Snapchat was what it was? So like before I moved to Oklahoma, when I go across country, you know what I mean? I gotta know how to get the weed where I'm at, right? Let me just Sigma Sigma in the cut one time. Sigma, let me talk about this Snapchat, bro. I had a Snapchat and I didn't understand it. And anytime I was in contact with somebody, it was like, oh, so this is what y'all be doing. Shit you ain't supposed to be doing on this motherfucker. So you would have that. And then when I would go around like the country, if you looked on like social media to try to find somebody to sell weed or something in the city, which I ain't gonna really tell you how to do it. But no matter what city you in, almost every time, once you find somebody like with the shits, they're gonna be like, hit me on Snapchat. And the part that makes me laugh with everybody is Snapchat just makes them messages disappear to you. They don't really disappear, bro. The amount of like prostitution, drug dealing, like, and then that's just on the black market level. Just the outright what the app supposedly like just stands for on some regular shit. So I just find it funny that like YouTube, it doesn't surprise me that they fighting him because I'm literally in the case with these niggas where they're guilty as a motherfucker and they know they're guilty as a motherfucker and they will go to court and they will lie. These companies will lie. It's I think that YouTube and Facebook are gonna lose this one. Cause when it goes to try, and now obviously they're gonna do they're gonna try to appeal it and all this other shit. Cause that's just how, this app is evil. The people behind YouTube, in my personal opinion, are completely evil. They make money beyond what anybody could ever comprehend. And they could just if they just took 1%, which I'm telling you, it don't even cost that much. If they took 1% of all these billions of dollars they make, 1%, they could fix so much of this shit on this app and they can make this app more safe. But they want people like Jedediah Brown and others to be on here terrorizing and, they know about shit like them beef sectors. There's shit called beef sectors where all they do is sit in these motherfuckers fucking with each other, copywriting strikes, flagging channels, doxing people, all types of shit. YouTube know about it and do not give a fuck. They don't give a damn.
And the 20-year-old plaintiff at the center of a landmark social media trial set to testify today. The now woman, identified as Kaylee, alleges major social media companies intentionally designed their platforms to be addictive for kids. Her former psychotherapist.
Like, y'all look weird to me. This picture don't look weird to y'all. Like, this shit look weird to me.
Therapist testified Wednesday that The plaintiff's social media usage as a child affected her well-being. And now we're going to hear from that plaintiff directly. ABC News.
And yes, I understand that this is stock video, but I've seen it like this. Granted, one thing about being out, you don't see it much like that, but it sticks out like a sore thumb when it do. When you see these niggas that just stay in the house all the time on social media, you see them out in public, and the way that they be on social media and shit in public, where it's like, they think normal people do this like this too, and normal people are sitting off to the side like, look at these weirdos on the phone and shit the whole time. Craziness, bro.
Analyst Brian Buckmeyer is here with the latest. So, Brian, what can we expect in court today?
So, Diane, yesterday we saw the therapist for Kaylee continue her testimony. She'll finish up today, and we're expecting her to take the stand. It's all in line with what appears to be the plaintiff's strategy of showing how social media affects young people, and then showing how it directly affects Kaylee through her therapist, and then we'll hear from her more likely than not today, talking about her damages and her personal use of these devices.
Based on what Kaylee's therapist said yesterday, do you think it will meet the bar the prosecution needs in order to show that it was the social media usage that caused her mental health issues?
And that's the issue. That sentence you just said, caused.
Exactly.
Because that was a major contestant issue here as to whether it contributed or whether it caused it. I think to some degree they're going to be able to show.
So what was the cause then? See, that's the thing. If Facebook's arguing that, if YouTube's arguing that, then what was the cause? And did y'all exacerbate it?
It caused a small amount. Don't forget, California is one of those states where they use what's called pure contributory negligence. So even if Meta or YouTube are found to just be 1% liable for causing this, they can be on the hook for 1% of the damages, something they don't want, but something that the plaintiff will try to push and increase that number as much as possible. The therapist didn't land on it was the cause, but definitely a contributor, and it's going to be up to Kaylee and other witnesses to try to connect that gap.
Kaylee,
I mean, that's why YouTube tells you straight up, when you create your YouTube account, they make you agree that if they do something that you feel like you need to sue them over, that you agree to take them to court out in California. So you can be in front of their homies, and they homies could just dismiss it whether they broke the law or not. And then they hope you dumb enough to not know to just go over their head.
Is expected to testify for days here. What are you watching for once she takes the stand?
As a defense attorney, my focus is always on the cross-examination because you expect the plaintiff to have Kaylee well prepared, able to articulate not only her social media use, but also the damages that they're trying to articulate, and do so in a way that the therapist is already prepared for. We know that her affect might be a little bit off in terms of what we might perceive of someone testifying, but we know that she suffers from a lot of these issues, and so they're going to take it with a grain of salt. But the cross-examination may be very harsh, may be very subtle, I don't know, but I'm looking to see how they handle this cross-examination and say, maybe it was other things that affected you and not necessarily the social media.
All right, legal analyst Brian Buckmeyer, thank you.
This is going to be bad. The fact that it didn't get dismissed and it's made it this far, this is bad for y'all, bro. This is MF and bad for y'all. Gotta be honest with you.
Brianna Grace.
I guess we'll see, bro. I personally think that this is going to be a bad one. And for us, we have insider information to know that, man, this is some pressure that they are up under right now, coming from a lot of different places. So there's a video we gotta watch where white people I'm gonna give y'all an opportunity I never give y'all. I'm gonna give you an opportunity I never give you, white people. I'm gonna give you a chance to tell me that this is just some shit that she be doing and not some shit that y'all be doing.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Say you're traveling and you didn't pack enough underwear and you're just like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna wear tomorrow? Every room has like a coffee pot thing in it.
Oh my gosh, you guys, good morning.
Okay, guys, welcome back.
You didn't get what she was saying, did you? Pay attention.
And you need to know this, especially if you have any trips coming up. Okay, because today we are going to be talking about this hack that is going viral, and it's coming from a nutrition influencer, and I think that's important to keep in mind. But this influencer is going to be telling us about this hack. If you run out of underwear on your trip, spoiler alert, it's not using the washing machine or even the sink. That in mind, guys. This is very, very gross, and something tells me that she is regretting posting this, although maybe not, because the post is still up as of today at least. And the post itself is going absolutely viral, especially because apparently she potentially might be facing a $1 million lawsuit from the hotel. So yeah, let's talk about it. Go really fast, drop and set and hotel gets them. For me personally, if you're recommending what I'm about to show you, which I'm absolutely sick about. Do people actually do this? I'm just going to show you. Let's watch.
I'm about to show you guys one of the coolest tricks ever. Say you're traveling and you didn't pack enough underwear and you're just like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna wear tomorrow? Every room has like a coffee pot thing in it. Every room. Even the other coffee makers where it like brews through. All you have to do, put your underwear where you would put the coffee grounds. You close it, you press brew, and it puts scorching hot water through it. You guys, then the hairdryer in the bathroom, you blow dry those bad boys, and you got yourself a cleaner pair of underwear.
Lord Jesus.
White people, y'all putting y'all underwear in the coffee maker? She didn't even say they get clean. She said they clean her. She didn't even say the motherfuckers get clean. She said they clean her or clean her. Nigga, this bitch got the hack of all hacks, nigga.
Where it like brews through. All you
Nigga, you know how mad I'd be if I brewed a pot of coffee, nigga, and it just starts smelling like all types of I'll be damn. Like, why the fuck is this damn coffee maker smelling like tilapia? The fuck is going on here?
to put your underwear where you would put the coffee ground.
I don't drink. Look, this is what I do in the. This is true story. Me and Christy, when we stay in hotels, like, we like the smell of coffee. We not really coffee drinkers. But now, like, the game it's over. Like, if you think I'm ever, it's over. We got white bitches out here putting their drawers in the coffee maker. Talking about just to make them cleaner.
You close it, you press brew, and it puts scorching hot water through it. You guys, then the hairdryer in the bathroom, you blow dry those bad boys, and you got yourself a cleaner pair of underwear.
A cleaner. You feel me, Cam? You feel me?
To wear. I did not realize how many people already knew this hack. I learned it years ago from a friend that was a flight attendant.
Lord Jesus.
So you got flight attendant bitches out here with dirty drawers on, partially cleaning them in a coffee maker.
Sweetie! Sweetie! You can't keep getting away with it!
What the fuck am I missing?
And it's brilliant.
So yeah, wasn't kidding. Super grossed out. I literally sent this to a lot of different people and I was like, this is sick. This is so gross. She's acting like it's some hack that she heard from a flight attendant. Flight attendants, chime in, please. Let me know. Cause she's saying,
Yeah, flight attendants, please let us know which one of you funky, pussy, panty, coffee maker using bitches been doing this. Please tell us.
and that you guys are doing this. So let me know. I'm sure that you're not. I'm not sure why the washing machines that you can go.
The hair dryer part. You wanna air dry? You wanna use the hair dryer to dry your panties? I don't see the big deal. Running your motherfucking drawers through the coffee maker. I see a problem.
That all hotels, I believe, have. You couldn't use that. You couldn't use the sink and hand wash your underwear if things really got that bad. And like I said, when I first saw this post, I thought this has to be rage bait. But then I was looking more into her profile. She has a pretty big account. I think she has roughly 700,000 followers on TikTok. And her posts are not rage bait. You know what I mean? She's not a satire account. She doesn't post stuff like that. She's being serious in her post, you know? And so that's what makes me believe that this is not satire. This is
This bitch went on a hunt to prove that this shit was satire. It has to be rage bait. Man, y'all be letting too many niggas hide behind rage bait. I be having to tell people, I'm like, man, no, man, sometimes people just are stupid, bro. Everybody's not rage baiting.
not rage bait. You know what I mean? She's not trying to grow her account. I think this is what she actually does when she is traveling, which guys, I don't know about you, but I already struggle a little bit when it comes to staying in hotels. You know what I mean? I'm kind of a germaphobe, so I kind of have to push a lot of things out of my mind.
Man, I put it all in God's hands. Bro, that's the only thing you should do anyway. But when you really break it down, it's about the only thing you can do.
And kind of, just to enjoy the trip. You know what I mean? After I saw that, and I never did use the hotel the Keurig in the hotel rooms. I actually just recently started liking coffee. But after I saw that, I'm definitely not going to be doing. Who thinks that is okay or normal? It's like they have no regard for anybody else. So gross. What's really interesting is that she has had this on her mind for a while. I don't know about you, but I've never once heard about this hack or even thought about washing my underwear on a trip in the first place.
Bro, I wouldn't even have said shit if she was like, she put her drawers in the sink. Because who's eating or drinking out of the sink? People washing their face in the sink, brushing their teeth, all this shit. So if you would have said that, I'm like, whatever. Why on earth did it have to elevate to a coffee maker? You in a hotel. You ready to, bro, go wash them motherfuckers. Go sit in the laundry room for 10 minutes to wash them motherfuckers. It's the coffee maker thing that's just like,
because I kind of thought that collectively as a society, we all packed 3 times the amount of underwear that we would need. If I'm going on a trip for 3 days, I pack 9 pair of underwear. Do I
nigga, Nigga, if you gone for 3 days, why do you need 9 underwear? Wait, she's going in the opposite direction. I'm with you where I'm like, how does this chick on the road ain't got enough clean drawers where she got to clean her drawers in the motherfucking coffee maker? But to have 9 pairs of drawers on a motherfucking 3-day trip, kind of weird.
Ever need 9 pair of underwear or anywhere near? No, but I pack that many. I'm not risking it. Certainly not going to throw my underwear in the Keurig machine again. I
Just run to fucking Walmart and buy some drawers. You in a hotel, you could DoorDash you some drawers, bro.
kind of thought that we all did this. Anyone who I've ever talked to or traveled with does this, but apparently not. Apparently not. Because a year ago or so, Tara posted this video talking about hearing about cleaning your underwear in the hotel coffee maker. And she heard it from a friend who heard it from a flight attendant or something like that. So, yeah, this is not the first time that she has talked about washing underwear in a hotel Keurig machine. She thinks about this a lot. I'm going to show you this video from, again, a year ago or so.
Okay, you guys, story time. Does anybody else not use the coffee maker in their hotel room? Here's the deal. I was told years ago that that's how women clean their underwear. Well, not just women, probably men too.
I ain't never heard of a nigga putting his drawers in a motherfucking coffee maker. I ain't heard this.
Clean dirty underwear or like pantyhose or anything like that.
And when do you think they started putting Keurigs in the room? That ain't been that long, has it?
They put them in there and it disinfects it with the hot water. So I've never made and brewed coffee in my hotel room. But I found out everyone else on the on the trip, they're all making their little lattes and all their drinks in their hotel rooms. Does anybody else not use their coffee maker in their hotel room?
I don't know about you, but I hate when my coffee tastes like shit. And then you turn around a year later and then you put your shitty drawers in the motherfucking Keurig.
You can't make this shit up.
Because of the gross stuff that you don't know what happens in there? Or is that just like absolutely crazy and it's really not true?
Kind of crazy that both of those videos are still up. No shame, apparently. She's not at all embarrassed that this is going viral. She's not going viral for a good reason. She's going viral for something that's really gross, like beyond gross and incredibly rude. But yeah, after all of this,
Bro, I'm telling you, look, I believe this about certain things. I think some people have things that just don't register like how it do to other people. What do I mean? Like, I think football players, I don't think they have proper pain receptors. I think that's why football players go like how they go, because they don't have proper pain receptors. Some people don't have proper shame receptors. You know, like they feel the pain just doesn't hit them like how to hit a normal person. And that's what I be feeling about like a lot of these niggas on social media, where I'll be like, bro, like, you really don't have no shame. Like when we was watching this shit yesterday with them girls over that fucking dollar, the way they crashed out like that. It's like, you ain't got an ounce of shame. But what I tell everybody a couple years ago, number 5, y'all got to start bringing shaming back. We need to start publicly shaming people.
To go viral. Tara went radio silent on TikTok, but as of today, actually, she has posted 2 different posts, basically trying to do damage control, trying to act like I was just kidding. So let's look at those. I'm gonna read to you because one is a screenshot of a text message from a friend. Wonder if she had her friend, hey, please text me this so it looks like, you know, so she can do damage control. Okay, so her friend said, you okay, friend? And Tara says, yeah, I'm trying to get my underwear out of the Keurig. It almost melted them.
No weapon formed against me.
The person said, LMAO, people actually think you washed your underwear in a coffee maker and posted it on the internet. So this is from a different friend, I think. Yeah, people thought that because she posted it and she's not the kind of account that does rage bait and satire. So yeah, people thought.
Right. Like, you don't get to play that shit. Like, I can understand why Corey Holcomb would try to play it even when he can't. Like, you can't play that role. If your whole content shit is just all serious shit, all like every time, then you can't be like, come on, how'd you guys not get it was a joke? Nigga, you never on here joking. So how the fuck was we supposed to know?
That it was a hack that she actually believed in and did. Not a person I know doesn't pack for vacation like they are going to shit their pants 14 times and tear.
I don't. I pack enough drawers for every day and spares according to how long. A week, maybe I pack 9 pair for 7 days. 9 pair for 3 days is insanity. See, I've traveled a lot. So I know what it feels like for 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, 14 days. I know what these feel like. 3 days, bro. 3 days is the easiest to overpack for. Because you're really not even taking into account day one is like you getting there and you ain't just changing the change. But I'm not giving her that. I believe that she really did do that shit. And she embarrassed and trying to, hey, let's make this conversation and leak it on the internet. Just, this is sad. Why do you care? Just get off the internet. Just go back to, and this is the one thing that people don't know, the trick of the internet. Just go back to doing what you were doing. The more you don't do what you do, the more this shit gonna fester.
Says they don't realize I'm playing chess while they are playing checkers. Again, she's trying to do damage control, trying to act like it was a joke. This is her way of getting followers. She already had a decently large account on TikTok, has never done, at least what I was seeing, not a satire, not a rage bait, doesn't really post stuff like that. So I'm going to go and believe that you actually do wash your underwear in the hotel Keurig machine. Someone said this is damage control. This is to be used in court. We ain't buying it. Somebody else said, did your lawyer tell you to do this? And somebody else says, honey, does playing checkers mean getting sued? Because yes, that's rumor has it that she is getting sued.
And what are they suing her for? That part I don't believe. What are they? The hotel has to show damages. What damages? They have to even prove that she really did it. So I don't believe this lawsuit. They're suing her for $1 million. What does the hotel want $1 million from her for? Because she told a story on TikTok that went viral. Did she even say the hotel? That's why I can't stand TikTok. TikTok is like the evil YouTube comments on steroids. I mean, they start rumors and shit instantly. They just be in the comments saying shit. I heard the hotel sued her. No, ain't nobody heard this shit at all. We all know what's the most that the hotel would do if they get involved in this. And if you don't know, I can't believe you. The most that the fucking hotel would do is just ban this bitch. They would just tell this bitch, you can't stay at none of our properties. That's the most they would do. If she got like some type of like loyalty club points and shit, they revoke that and all that shit. But them suing her, I literally don't know what they would be suing her for. But see, that's how TikTok rumors and shit work. To stupid people, that sounds logical. Yeah, they should sue her. Sue her for what exactly? Feelings? Sue her because she's a nasty bitch? I don't think you know what like reasons you can sue people. What exactly are we suing her for?
By the hotel for $1 million.
Yep, this seems credible. Bitch in the motherfucking profile picture with her back turned, making sure we can see her ass. Yep, that definitely seems like she got the lowdown on this. I heard the hotel is suing. From who?
We'll talk about that in a minute, but then she
Please,
also
I hope you got proof.
posted a follow-up video, kind of just laughing like, oh, you guys are just so crazy. Ha ha, have a great day. So I'm going to show you guys that one too.
Oh my gosh, you guys, good morning. I was just telling Colton about the video about the underwear and the Keurig or whatever, and he goes, what he said, what's a Keurig? I said, it's like the coffee pot when I washed our underwear in the coffee pot. He goes, mine? I said, yeah, when I used to clean our underwear. He goes, you are so disgusting.
I low-key would have broke up with you. I low-key would have looked at you and told you get the fuck out. And I don't care if it was your crib. I still would have told you to get the fuck out.
I've never actually done that, but it's really funny, you guys. The amount of you guys that...
First of all, the hotel would have had to send her, like, people don't even understand that you can't just sue people. You have to give people notice that you're going to sue them. Now, people have the right to ignore your notice, but when you go to court, that's step one. They can't go, well, I didn't even know that they had a problem with anything. You can't say that because that could work in court. You don't tell nobody there's an issue and you just go sue them and try to get all their money. The judge's gonna be like, well, why don't you hit them and try to work this shit out? And they can come to court and say, if they would have told me, we could have X, Y, and Z, and it would work. So you have to give legal notice. She would have came on the mother. She wouldn't be laughing had she got legal notice from a fucking hotel. In my opinion, I guess we'll see.
Something like that. Because I've heard it from a friend before. She's a flight attendant and people do that. What?
The only reason why I don't think it's fake Napa is a couple reasons. Number one, she already has 700,000 followers. And then that leads me to number two. What does she have 700,000 followers for? For having a fitness TikTok. Even if you convincing me that she's trying to figure out a way to get herself to 1 million on her fitness TikTok, I don't understand how she would figure out doing it like this. She'd be better off at 700,000 trying to collab with somebody bigger than her or some shit.
No, but she said people do that. Anyway, the amount of you that have went to bat for me and have gotten into full-blown arguments with people over social media in your DMs. Some of you guys, I've been reading the comments. Yeah, I'll read through the text thread if you guys send it to me, and I'm like, this is insane. I have to say thank you. You guys are awesome. It is pretty entertaining. The amount of emails we're getting about this right now. Sorry, Lynn. I love you.
Now, I do think this is fake. I think this is her trying to do damage control, which I can't really be all that mad at her about. I can respect the whole do it as a joke. I understand where she was coming from. I have moments like how she does, but just not those type. What I'm referring to is like, I'll think of something that's like, oh, this is a good idea, or I'll learn something. And I'll be like, I can't wait to get on the show and share this with y'all. Cause y'all know me, bro. I don't, what do the kids call it? Gatekeeping. I don't be doing all the gatekeeping of the knowledge. So like, if I know something, like, I'd be excited, be like, oh, I can't wait to go work in. Or if we talking about something I just so happen to have some level of expertise in, just from prior things I've done in my life, you know, I know what that feels like. But I ain't never been washing my drawers and been like, let me go tell y'all. And this is for niggas actually done laundry streams at the laundromat when I first moved here. Fold my drawers. But she came to the internet and told y'all about in a public intimate spot, and then like just violating the coffee. That's a violation, nigga.
It was more of something that I posted to like be why not to use the coffee pot. So it was more like, hey, this is why I wouldn't use the coffee pot. I learned that from a friend that was a flight attendant, and I was like, ew. But I've never been into those Keurigs anyway. Not even because of the underwear, just because they're dirty.
Bitch, you said that the motherfuckers were cleaner. Bitch, are you forgetting that we saw the original video? I think you are. Cause this is some next level gaslighting you trying to pull off. Go off.
I don't think the hotel cleans them. But the underwear part, well, I don't even want to tell you guys that it wasn't real, because you guys are having way too much fun thinking it's real. And it's whatever. It's better just think what you guys want to think. I gotta go out and get some work done. I'm parents. But I hope everybody has a really good day.
Yeah, nobody.
Look, I'm gonna give you some advice. You be better off just ignoring this shit, because you're doing a really bad job.
He's believing her. Someone said there's nothing funny about any of this, because there's not. I mean, truly putting your dirty underwear in a Keurig machine where people go and get coffee and they drink where your dirty underwear, where the water was coming through and the coffee grounds. Yeah, nothing funny about it.
Just outright trifling. Boss, what's happening?
Again, someone said, so now you're trying to backtrack because the hotel is suing you. I think you're the only one that finds this funny. And then this person said, I heard the hotel is suing. And Tara responded, ha ha ha, I know. That part is AI. We're good. Social media is a wild place.
And TikTok is even worse than like Facebook, because people be in the comments saying shit like that, and then you'll see, look, she got 215 people that was like, ooh. She don't tell them, these are the people that follow Jed. Don't have to have no proof, just say it. Oh, this how they did we not see this same type of shit with Tiffany? I heard Tiffany getting locked up on Monday. Oh, they gonna lock her up before re-election. Crazy.
Yeah, she somehow is claiming that it's AI, that it's not real. I don't know if it's real or not. I wasn't finding anything to verify.
Look, girl, what the fuck would the hotel be suing her for? There has to be an actual charge and count of something. One count of what?
When I first saw this kind of starting to go viral, I think this past Thursday night or Friday, it wasn't really being talked about too much yet. And then as of today, it's everywhere. So it could just now start gaining traction. Maybe the hotel is just now becoming aware of it and maybe they are talking about suing her. I don't know. Either way, the posts are still up and she seems to be proud about it. She thinks it's funny. I think she does actually do this. And I think it's absolutely insane that she claims to be an influencer who is all about nutrition and all of that kind of stuff when she is recommending washing your dirty underwear in a hotel Keurig machine.
Lord Jesus.
Anybody who still continues to follow any type of health or wellness advice from her, why? Yeah, absolutely gross. I'm so sick about it. I don't know about you, but when I travel and I stay in a hotel, I always try to leave it how I found it.
I personally like to stay in Airbnbs. I'd rather stay in what's considered a lower tier house. That's a whole house than a hotel room. No matter how nice this hotel room is. Because the nicest hotel room is still just going to be a studio at best, or maybe a small 1-bedroom apartment if you get a suite. But shit, I can get a apartment. I can get a 2-bedroom apartment, like an actual apartment, for like half the price of a hotel suite. I personally rather get a house, even if it's like I still ain't ever stayed in like no mansion, nothing Airbnb. I've seen them. Saw this one shit. It was like $7,000 a night. It was like you got to sign promising you not having a party in this motherfucker, whatever the fuck. No sir. But yeah, I much rather stay in a 2 to 3 bedroom house than a hotel room anyway.
I don't want to make the job any harder for the housekeeping staff. And I also think about the next person.
Well, that's how we are. Like, we clean the room before we leave. We not one of those just get your shit and leave. No, we have a little more. We're couth.
Who's going to be staying in there. And, you're courteous. You don't go and put your damn underwear in the Keurig machine. And I know people on TikTok, they want to grow their account however possible. But really, is this how you want people to find you? You're going to lose
that part. I don't believe that. I believe that she just got caught up in the moment and said some shit out loud she shouldn't have said. And you know why she got caught up in the moment? Because you know why it really excited her? Because her first video was real too. So and this is all my opinion, obviously. The first video where she showed the shit from like a year ago, where the chick is like, how disgusting that was and what it's like to have shit in your coffee and all that shit. She had been making fun of it for weeks and years and weeks and years. And then what happened? She got caught in a bind. She didn't know what else to do. She was caught in a bind. So you know what she did? Tried that shit out. She didn't want to try it out. It was probably grossing her out. And then she tried it. And in her eyes, it worked. So let me go share it to all 700,000 of my TikTok followers that you can put your nasty ass drawers in the motherfucking Keurig and make them cleaner. Can't get them quite clean, but you can get them bitches cleaner. Things we go viral for, my nigga. TikTok is the land of him, Boston. Oh my Lord. That's why I just laugh when motherfucking TikTok settled that motherfucking. They know good and damn well what they be doing. They know they are on demon time. I've heard of women washing their drawers in the sink. I don't. But your hotel room didn't have a tub? Like that was the only thing you could think to do. You couldn't hand wash. Your drawers were so nasty that you didn't want to hand wash them. So you put them in the. What the fuck? I would have slapped the shit out of Christy, nigga. And bro, if you want to get mad, a nigga like me don't give a fuck. So let that be known. I don't give a shit. Put your damn drawers in the coffee maker. She brewed her drawers like coffee and made some dirty ass iced tea. You gotta be shitting me. And do not tell me what that water looked like. I in no way want to know. So I know a lot of y'all niggas like to go to Costco, right? I'm about to show y'all some shit that this nigga, cause I done found out that y'all niggas are low key addicted to Costco. Sam's Club people don't act like Costco people. If you a Sam's Club person, you know what I mean, bro. Costco motherfuckers be like, Costco is like a cult. I feel like y'all part of a cult. The way y'all act, the way y'all be swearing over that motherfucking chicken bake, them hot dogs, that rotisserie chicken. Y'all niggas, it's like a cult. That bitch called that shit last night. That bitch called this shit gravy, and that made my stomach hurt. I'm not going to feed you. I'm on the air. You just got to wait till I get off. You fat. You be all right. Hey, you fat. You gonna make it. You fat. You gonna make it. But this shit right here, this nigga got too much time on his hands, and they gonna fuck around and sue the shit out of this nigga.
Tactical nuke incoming!
This guy said it is a cult. It is what it is. Hey, do you. It is what it is.
Well, how many times have you said, someone should invent something to fix this? I know I say that all the time. A California chef said that at Costco and came up with a solution that changed his life. Kim Stevens reports.
Today, I still have no idea how big this actually is, but I just see like a lot of people I need to respond to.
Julian Cotillion's a pastry chef, and he was in high demand recently over Valentine's Day. His cakes, brownies, cookies, tiramisu, chocolate-covered strawberries. They were all big sellers at this Oakland taco truck where he and his partner Jeanette sell their sweets. That rush was nothing compared to his side gig, the $1.50
They gonna sue the shit out of you, nigga.
What is it? Cotillions' answer to easily eating his Costco hot dog while shopping and not making a mess.
Their drink would always spill.
And because Cotillions' an idea guy.
Since I was a kid, I've always had like a gear that always moved in my head that wanted to know how things work.
He drew the design, then learned how to use a 3D printer, and voila.
They're not all perfect. So, you know, they all have their little bit of differences and imperfections.
Nigga, the one that's got their color scheme and shit, nigga, they getting ready to sue the shit out of you and make them right.
So this is the first iteration.
Mach 1.
The second one, I went to white.
Yep, this is the one they gonna sue the shit out of you over. They gonna invite you and be like, look, nigga, we gonna give you free hot dogs for life, which really just means 250 hot dogs per year for 20 years. And we won't sue the shit out of you.
It did look better.
But it was too long.
This is the final version. Right, the Buck 50 logo itself, much cleaner. And I don't have to color it in with a little paint marker. Has a bigger lip, so your hot dog won't fall off of it. And the cup is the same design. And it holds much better, I think, than the first two.
And
slow news day, huh?
And since he went online with it,
his family kept like, dude, you're at 2 million. Dude, you're at 5 million. It's like, it went bonkers.
And he simply cannot keep up with demand.
I think right now I'm sitting at maybe 3 months to catch up to current orders.
Y'all niggas is sitting on a 3-month back order for a Costco. I told you the shit's a cult, nigga.
And when he does, he'll start on his next big idea.
It is going to be a limited edition, and I do plan on releasing this after the craze, after I can catch up.
That is so cool. All right.
Nigga, what on earth are you doing? Nigga, you need to be hitting Costco, making them sign an NDA. And you need to be telling them, bro. Right. We would love to collab with you. Damn ridiculous. Like, niggas out here making Costco gadgets. And then the shits is on 3 months backward because you niggas are insane. Is there a real news update? Oh, we do have a bit of an update. The damn TikTok cycle. This bitch is the definition of insanity. Make sure you hit the like button. Early Friday. It's early Friday. I feel like I'm cheating if I'm going to Sam's. It ain't even that deep to me. Like, when I grew up, we had a wholesale club membership, which wholesale club turned into Sam's Club. Man, I had a Costco membership for a hot second when me and Christy first got together. It was cool. But we always ended up living closer to Sam's Club. It was like, I never thought that Costco was just like this league above. People will straight tell you there's like leagues above Sam's Club. And I'm like, I just don't get how. It's like the same shit. Yeah, I've been to BJ's before, like in other states and stuff. It's like the same shit. Like, I can understand the preference, but people will tell you that Costco is just years above or levels above.
False accusations online can spread in seconds, but how long can their impacts last? I'm neighborhood reporter Riley Shoemaker, and in federal court, jurors are now deciding how much damage was done after a TikTok user falsely accused a University of Idaho professor of involvement in the student murders in 2022. Accusations a judge has already ruled were defamatory.
Nobody has the right to make false statements that damage another person.
What? But this one nigga told me he did have the right. You know what? Go ahead. Go ahead, Ted Dancing Daddy.
The First Amendment doesn't run that far.
That legal line is now at the center of a federal trial tied to the University of Idaho murders, and a jury deciding what false accusations online are worth. In the weeks after 4 University of Idaho students were killed in November of 2022, TikTok creator Ashley Geard posted dozens of videos falsely accusing University of Idaho professor Rebecca Schofield of being involved in the murders and of having an inappropriate relationship with a student. Those claims spread rapidly online.
And she doubled, triple, quadruple. So just imagine. And this, it ain't even like this lady had nothing to do with the shit, like even a little bit. And this bitch just decided, I'm just gonna get money and clout by just lying on this lady and her fucking family. And then went to court. Like the actual trial and shit was, we should go over that because she was it was outrageous. It's like watching Old Boy because she was in court and I'm like, you ain't taking none of this serious. Like the antics and the shit, and the judge like wasn't going for none of the shit, any of it. These motions that this motherfucker was writing, it was just like nonsensical.
Drawing millions of views. According to court records, Schofield's attorneys sent cease and desist letters warning Geard the claims were false and causing harm, but the videos continued.
The professor, the plaintiff here, made a request by cease and desist letters, putting this person on notice that these...
And that's what cease and desist letters are really about for those that haven't figured it out. It goes back to what I was saying earlier. The reason why you send a cease and desist, yeah, it'd be nice if they stop, but when you get to the point where you're sending that, you know they're not going to stop. But you get to tell the court that you formally asked them to stop committing the crime that you alleged they were committing.
These were false statements.
Investigators later arrested Brian Koberger, and law enforcement publicly stated Schofield was not involved. A federal judge has already ruled that Geard's accusations were defamatory. Now jurors are left with one question. How much damage did those claims cause? According to the original complaint, up to $1.8 million.
Bitch, you ain't got that. See, that's what I'm trying to tell this other nigga. I'm like, you don't understand. Like, you're ruining your life and you're putting yourself in a situation you're not going to be able to get out of ever. They talking about this dusty bitch on TikTok is getting ready to have to probably pay $1.8 million. And she did all that shit for what? Maybe like make $20,000-$30,000. And that's high end because she wasn't on YouTube with it. Embarrassing.
On the second day of deliberations, testimony focused on how viral accusations can influence hiring decisions, professional standing, and long-term earning potential, even after allegations are proven false.
This is what I try to explain to YouTube.
Witness, a university dean.
Sigma in the cut one time. Shay, curious question. Didn't TikTok sold off to an American who, by the way, owns an AI video generator having Hollywood shitting their pants? I thought that person, whoever you referring to, could be involved too. But I thought like when, especially because remember they banned it over here for just like a hot second. I thought it was because it was like this Chinese company is behind this shit. But you know how the powers that be work. They could all be involved. That's a good question, though.
Who worked closely with Schofield for nearly a decade told jurors the videos never led to formal discipline, but said the optics alone could carry professional consequences later. In court, where cameras aren't allowed, the defendant is representing herself, questioning witnesses, then taking the stand and questioning herself.
Well, the judge has already ruled there's defamation here. There's absolutely no basis in fact to these statements that were made in up to 100 videos on the internet. Now the question is, can the plaintiff prove damages?
Former Idaho Attorney General David Leroy says jurors will weigh whether those damages were emotional, professional, or financial, and whether they rise to monetary compensation.
And the answer is going to be yes. Just so, for any of y'all that don't know this case, the answer is going to be yes.
Closing arguments could come as early as late Thursday or Friday morning. I'm neighborhood reporter Riley Shoemaker reporting at the federal courthouse for Idaho News.
For Idaho News. Which one is it? I want to play one of these. Because this shit went on for like basically like 2 years. Including her just getting ultimately just super sued in court and losing. Yeah, let's try this one. Let's try this one.
So I've had a couple idiots comment on my video and say that I've lost the case. I haven't lost the case. It's still ongoing. So don't listen to these really idiotic YouTubers.
Well, that didn't age well, but this is a self-proclaimed TikTok psychic, and what she did on TikTok will change her life forever, because on November of 2022, a massive tragedy happened involving students from the University of Idaho. This became our TikTok psychic's moment to essentially ruin her own life. How? Well, by falsely accusing a professor, claiming that she had an affair with one of these students and was behind the tragedy.
I did a reading when I saw Rebecca Schofield on the history department's page on Rebecca Schofield and her connection. I also did readings on some of the other people and their connection. What came out on their reading is how they responded to the crimes and how they were feeling about it. What came out in Rebecca Schofield's reading was how she implemented it, how she planned it.
Oh yeah, I know he's been doing the daily recaps. I wanna just make sure I give a little more basis of this chick. Cause yeah, we gotta catch up on those for sure. Like, she's such a fucking idiot. And she has so many times to get off the exit and just wouldn't do it. So I don't feel sorry for her in the least.
And why?
Why would she do this? We still don't know, because it doesn't make sense. The only conclusion I can really think of is attention, because she claims she's a psychic and that she solves crimes. But now, in reality, the court just deemed all this to be slander, and she's essentially lost everything in court. And she was given so many outs, but refused to,
I mean, a million.
Take any of them and continue to double down over and over again when she received a cease and desist.
Like, I have physical evidence against Rebecca Schofield that validates everything that I've said about her, but I can't speak on it now because it has to wait for court. So hopefully court doesn't take too long.
That response is just so wild because it doesn't make sense. If you really have all this evidence and you're on this mission to expose the truth, why are you not sharing it with the world? Because you're being sued either way. But then to just make things even worse for herself, she follows up with these videos when the professor actually sues her.
I've been against people, vegan, small corporations, and giants, and systemic policies and racism, and won. They all regret coming against me, all of them. Now Rebecca is going to be added to that list of regretful people. I haven't been served yet, but I'm actually gleaming with excitement. I am going to immediately start planning because...
Who does this sound like? Who the fuck does she sound like? Oh, I can't wait to go to court. I can't wait, yeah. And I'm going to be gleaming and all my lawyers are going to be there.
I cannot wait to present my ideas in court regarding Rebecca Schofield and her role in the murder of the 4 University of Idaho students.
As the story plays out, we realize that she's all bark and zero bite. But if the situation could be even more insane, she decides to represent herself in court.
Nope, it sounds like this nigga I know. This nigga said she look like Candace Owens.
Clearly, she's not a lawyer. So she was just absolutely doomed from the start. Ended up missing deadlines, which technically should have lost her the case because she didn't respond to the request of admission.
But judges are required to give you more leeway as a pro se.
Which means the professor technically admitted to all the allegations. And to catch you guys up with all those, I'll have myself from the past explain those. And that is, admit that you have stated publicly that Rebecca Schofield had an affair with Kaylee. 2, admit that you have stated publicly that Rebecca Schofield was involved with what happened to the victims. 3, admit that plaintiff did not have an affair with Kaylee. My understanding is plaintiff is Rebecca Schofield here. 4, admit the plaintiff was not involved with the Kaylee and the other victims. 5, admit the only basis of your statement that plaintiff had an affair with Kaylee is your spiritual research, intuition, and instincts. So I can't believe this is a real case. You would think this is a parody, but it's real because we're reading it together here. 6, admit that the only basis of your statement the plaintiff was involved with the of all the victims is your spiritual research, intuition, and instincts. 7, admit that you've never been to Moscow, Idaho. 8, admit that you've never been to the state of Idaho. 9, admit that you're not aware of any physical evidence linking plaintiffs to the 10, admit
And just for the record, all this stuff that they telling her to admit to, she lied about. Like every bit of it.
You're not aware of any physical evidence showing the plaintiff had an affair with Kaylee. 11, admit that you never said plaintiff communicated with Brian C. Koberger about the until Mr. Koberger was arrested on or about December 30th, 2022. So she really was just clout chasing throughout this entire thing. This is such a brain dead grift on the TikTok psychics part because I mean, like, when updates happened to the case, she then did like psychic readings, I guess, and then she was like, oh, she was communicating with Mr. Koberger. Okay, well, good thing you said that after they arrested the guy. 12, admit that you've never said plaintiff had access to a white Hyundai Elantra until after law enforcement publicly stated they were looking for information about a white Hyundai Elantra in relation to the on or about December 7th, 2022. 13, admit that you...
I mean, to just lie about like a person like this and put them possibly in danger and all these other things that come with it for the sole purpose of clout and money is something that will always be one of the top disgusting things to me, that people will do this to other people for worldly riches and attention.
You've never communicated with Jack. That is a messed up one because I think I covered this in the first video I ever made on this situation. So here, Jack, if I remember correctly, is one of the close friends of one of the victims. This egotistical, moronic TikTok psychic decided to make a whole story claiming that this professor somehow coerced Jack to go through with this horrific action. 14, admit that you have never communicated with Brian C. Koberger. That's the guy who's currently arrested for it, who they believe did this. But skipping through this a little bit, you have 21, admit that you have no written information showing the plaintiff ever met Jack. This is what I was talking about earlier, where she was claiming that the professor coerced Jack to do the unthinkable. It's so wild. I mean, the whole thing is just so disgusting. I'm happy the professor is about out to get justice as well. 22, admit that you've never received any information orally from another human being showing that plaintiff ever met Jack. 23, admit that you received and read a cease and desist letter from Stoll Reeves LLP dated, yeah. She basically proved that by posting this video.
I'm about to put this demand letter.
You feel what I'm saying, Joy? You feel what I'm saying, Joy? You feel what I'm saying, Joy?
I don't think that my money went the wrong way.
And Rebecca Schofield attorney sent me about a tissue so I can wipe my with it.
And then the next are just like admitting to receive.
You gotta be a special type of evil to grift off the dead, bro. I truly believe that.
A whole series of cease and desists. And then 30 is admit that you became aware of the press release describing the request for admission. You continue to state that the plaintiff was involved with the... So essentially the police put out a statement saying, hey, we have no evidence that this professor did this. So she saw that and just continued making video upon video, still claiming the professor did this.
Sound like somebody I know.
But the judge seemed to be somewhat lenient with
Replay gang, put in the comments if it sounds like somebody you know.
her and let her respond late. So the TikTok psychic decided to come back on her high horse.
I think that's how y'all want me to feel about a measly ass $75,000 lawsuit that I'm gonna win.
Yeah, big. I'm gonna have to pull that shit up after this too. Thank you for reminding me. I almost forgot.
Oh my God. Rebecca is suing me.
But this lawsuit quickly humbled her as she realized that she would actually have real consequences here.
I need to stop asking me about this lawsuit. It should not even have been allowed. First of all, for multiple reasons. But for the legal reason was because it's the improper venue. I'm not an Idaho resident, so I should not be.
But you did something against an Idaho resident. See, you're not allowed to attack people in other states. Because their state will let them sue you and you will have to answer. Because you're not so what you can't do is what you think is you can break Idaho law, but since you're not there, they can't enforce it. Bitch, you not, bro, you in the same country. What you think there's states that don't have extradition? This bitch thought she could break the law against Idaho residents and be like, well, since I don't live in Idaho, they can't do shit to me. You fucking dumb ass. CJ was happening. Lisa was happening.
Sued. Then they got the nerve to not allow pro se clients to e-file. Meanwhile, so her attorneys are e-filing documents. If I want to file a document, I got to fly to Idaho or mail it in and hope they get it.
And things.
I've never heard of this. I've never heard of one side being allowed to e-file and the other side not. You made that up. Wait a minute, but like, why you sounding stressed? You said you was gleaming.
It got so bad for her, she considered to flee the country.
I would like to go to Bali.
Lord Jesus.
Now you ready to leave the country. Big Mouth done got you in trouble.
Get myself together and just enjoy life for like a few months.
But then I guess she changed her mind, decided that she was actually going to speed run becoming a lawyer and win this case.
If you see, there's a lot of videos about the Ford University of Idaho students and who they think did it. But none of them are in court because nobody was threatened by them. I'm in court because I told the truth.
It's the double down, the triple down, the quadruple down for me.
Clearly that didn't work out for her. For some reason, this woman just couldn't stop doubling down, and that came back to bite her hard. Because who would have known that tarot cards don't really hold up too well in court? I don't know how your decision-making skills fumble this hard, because I feel like even a 7th grader could have easily realized this is a very bad idea. But she also tried to subpoena the professor's lawyer to testify against her own client. So it's safe to say she's not really firing on all cylinders here. Oh, and I can't forget, she threatened to sue Marky and I for just covering her moronic actions.
Oh my Jesus.
I'm going to sue. As soon as I can get some of these other things cleared out, I am suing everybody who defamed me on this platform, YouTube. Marquis, Tozy. I'm sure there's a way for them to be sued for what they've done.
What did they do? You're an idiot. You're an idiot. I mean, just idiot.
Everybody who defamed me is getting sued.
But here we are. The judge has made a decision. So shout out Madcaster for sending over the memorandum decision and order for this trial. And I'm happy he's feeling better because he had me worried for a minute. So here's the memorandum decision and order documents. So to go through what was confirmed to be defamation, on November 25th, 2022, the defendant, who is the TikTok psychic, Ashley, posted a TikTok video highlighting a University of Idaho policy that Rebecca Schofield was so worried about being caught violating if anyone found out about a potential relationship with Kaylee. However, considering they were broken up, there was really nothing to worry about. That's why she was worried about just losing the respect. On November 26, 2022, defendant posted a TikTok video stating that plaintiff partnered to kill the 4 University of Idaho college students.
Lord.
On November 28, 2022, defendant posted a TikTok video stated that I don't care what y'all say, and Rebecca Schofield killed Kaylee and all the other victims. Rebecca was the one to initiate the plan and hired another one of Kaylee.
I know there's a lot of people like, I don't understand how this could happen to somebody. For some reason, I do.
Kaylee's friends, Jack, who we covered earlier. On November 28, 2022, defendant posted a TikTok video rhetorically asking what KG did that plaintiff felt was so bad that she had to order the murder and the murder of the 3 other University of Idaho college students before taking a look into Rebecca Schofield and Kaylee's connection, and stating that they partied together, that plaintiff paid for KG's automobile and travel expenses, and that plaintiff makes this quick impulsive decision to have them killed, which ultimately ended up being all 4 of the University of Idaho students. This is just so insane to read. The fact that the TikTok psychic went out there and posted this with the only proof being my psychic abilities and intuition. What a selfish thing to post as well. Like, this is just insane. On December 1st, 2022, defendant posted a TikTok video stating that Rebecca Schofield isn't remorseful for ordering the murder of the 4 University of Idaho students, but instead worried about her name, her accomplishments, worried about her possessions, worried about people finding out who she really is, her real character, worried about her loss of accomplishments, worried about going to jail, losing everything that she worked so hard for, worried about corruption and treason, not worried about the lives that were taken. On December 2nd, 2022, the TikTok psychic posted a TikTok video stating that Rebecca Schofield is going to prison for the murder of the 4 University of Idaho students, whether you like it or not. What the? On November 5th, 2022, defendant posted a TikTok video stating that Rebecca Schofield was being a sugar mama to KG, giving her money. KG saw this as an opportunity to get ahead. She had limited resources, and this was an opportunity. And also, it was like an experience. All of this just sounds like an insane Wattpad story. Like, this is just spiraled so far out of control. I mean, it spiraled out of control just with the first TikTok video, but the fact that she just kept going really shows she's not firing in all cylinders. And
this is giving me a level of PTSD.
This is before she even got sued. So, oh man. Rebecca liked KG. She made her feel young and vibrant, and it also was an opportunity for her to balance her needs for a woman. But she may have been pushing too hard because KG needed a break and some time to herself. She just needed to clear her mind. Rebecca Schofield just needed to take this time to slow down and appreciate what she has. During this time, KG looked like she was shining, successful. Other people are noticing. She may have even been shopping. But during the break, Rebecca Schofield was nervous and had anxiety, was worried about
just making up whole ass stories. Just making up whole ass stories. You know who did what. You got evidence of this. You got truth about this. And you got insider information. You psychic.
Being caught. Thought KG was going to backstab her. And that's when she decided to plan her. If only this was a completely fictional story, not even based on real people, that would be fine. Because if she's clearly writing fiction, why isn't she just writing it about fictional people? Why is she using a tragedy to literally clout chase? Like, this is just, it's so disgusting. She then started to look for a team. Bro, it's like the Avengers of defamation over here. On December 5th, 2022, defendant posted a TikTok video stating that plaintiff, KG's relationship would have been something like a sugar mom. Made her feel like a kid again, very youthful energy. She did something for her. She helped her balance her needs, because otherwise that specific need that she had for a woman wasn't being taken care of. KG had limited
Gross.
resources. She wanted to help her friends, but she felt like, I have to help myself first before I can help anyone else. So she made a decision that she felt was right for her. So Rebecca Schofield was giving her money and offering her money, and KG was really close to MM. So she opened up to her and told her about the money that she was getting from Rebecca. But the relationship didn't get a chance to start. The money came first. KG looked at it like an experiment, but it became too much. So not
like, she's just making up whole ass novels about these people, bro.
Upon personal observation and recollection of concrete facts. TLDR, tarot cards ain't cutting it, bro. As a result, defendant's psychic intuition without more cannot establish a genuine dispute of material facts to oppose plaintiff's summary judgment efforts. Plaintiff has established a reasonable likelihood of proving by clear and convincing evidence that defendant's conduct in accusing plaintiff of an affair with a student before ordering that students and the 3 other students' murders was oppressive, fraudulent, malicious, and/or outrageous. As discussed
outrageous to say the least
above, those statements are defamatory as a matter of law and therefore represent the foundational set of bad acts. Further, those statements were based only on defendant's spiritual intuition about the murders. There was never any objective basis to believe that plaintiff did the things the defendant publicly and repeatedly claims she did. And while defendant eventually took her theory about plaintiff's involvement about the murders to law enforcement, she did so only after ignoring plaintiff's cease and desist letters and going public with her claims on social media. That is crazy as well. So she's actually claiming, oh, I had to do this because I have to help the police. But she only went to the police after they served her with a cease and desist. Everything about this is just clout chasing. This
on every level.
And it's like such a bizarre thing to clout chase for as well. Who clout chases on a tragedy?
Look. When they start the clout chase, it doesn't seem as bad to them. Because they take it as a one-off. I'm going to do this video about this shit. It is what it is. But then the video takes off. So what do? Do they take that little bit of shit to, you know, push forward what they do? No, they're going to go to that. If I can do one rage stream about something, then I'll do like 5-6 parts of it. You know, kind of like the McNutt situation. It's the same idea. When a motherfucker decided to do the shit, didn't think it would get to where it did, and then when it did, oh, I got to keep going. I got to keep making up shit. I got to keep saying I got insider information and working on stuff, boots on the ground. And so that's why it's like, it all started with her, where it's like she got a little bit of fame from saying that she was a psychic and was saying that she think that this lady did that shit that happened in Idaho. And then it morphed into a whole fucking thing where now this motherfucker, she's fucking students and all types of other fucking ridiculous ass shit. And did it all for fucking AdSense. Or TikTok ad revenue, which is way less.
And it's not only just clout chasing of a tragedy. This is falsely accusing someone of murder to clout chase on a tragedy and making up a full-on Wattpad fanfic around the whole thing. It is textbook insanity. Defendant admitting that she received and read plaintiff's cease and desist letters and continued posting statements about plaintiff. Critically, defendant's social media's posts.
See, that's the same thing. Like, people don't realize how simple this part's gonna be. The beginning of it takes some time, but when it gets going, it's over, because it's like you're on video admitting shit. We got proof that you were noticed and you kept going. The police came out and said she didn't do shit. You kept going.
Postings continued even after she learned from the Moscow Police Department that plaintiff was not a suspect in the murders, and after Mr. Koberger had been arrested for and charged with the same. Defendant admitting that she received and read the Moscow Police Department's press release and continued posting statements about plaintiff. These circumstances combined to demonstrate that defendant's social media postings were primarily self-serving, motivated by online viral attention, and made with an extremely harmful state of mind, given the nature of the statements about the plaintiff. Plaintiff's motion for leave to amend complaint and add punitive damages is granted, whether defendant actually
They granted her motion to leave to amend the complaint to add punitive damages. That's why I always laugh when people be like, the bar for defamation is so high. It's really not. It just have to be they really were lying about you, and they were lying about you to make money or take money away from you. That bar ain't that high. It's just that, you know, you gotta keep it a buck. You gotta tell the whole truth and have clean hands. Then it's pretty simple.
With such a harmful state of mind to support an award of punitive damages is therefore a question for the jury and not a subject of this memorandum decision and order. Based on foregoing, it is hereby ordered that plaintiff's amend motion for partial summary judgment is granted on the issue of liability only. And plaintiff's motion for leave to amend a complaint and add punitive damages is granted. And we got it stamped by the judge here. So it's official. The TikTok psychic has lost her court case. The only thing we're waiting for now is for a jury to decide how much she owes Rebecca Schofield. Odds are it's going to be a sizable amount because she turned this professor's life upside down for over a year. But again, shout out to Mad Catster. If you want to see a real lawyer break all this down, you can go to his video, which I'll link right here. But at least the TikTok psychic didn't break into a fast food place and pour ice into a hot fryer like
the shit some of y'all niggas be doing. So yeah, so now she in court. She in there begging for her life. I at least gotta see part of what Otozi said happened today. Then we gonna play that other shit big before I get up out of here.
back at it again on day 3. Today was day 3 of the TikTok psychic trial. And today, I mean, dude, every day, honestly, it's just been crazy. Today was basically equally as crazy as yesterday. Today was way heavier than yesterday, though. Yesterday, we had more laughably stupid stuff happening. Today, it was more sad and pathetic. Like it was very pathetic. Pathetic is what really wraps up everything about today's court hearing. So yeah, let's talk about it because we're back at it again and we have way too many notes. I was fairly locked in with the notes today, and I do obviously I have to put a massive disclaimer here. Obviously, I took notes throughout the entire trial. So I'm not 100% quoting them word for word. I'm just conveying the message that was being said here. Because I'm gonna be real. On a good day, I'm writing like 80 words per minute or something like that on my keyboard. They talk a whole lot faster than that. So there's a lot that I'm kind of like missing, and I kind of have to like TLDR the sentences. So yeah, but it's safe to say it was interesting. So the whole trial, or like the court hearing, started off today with another Rebecca being brought up on the stand. And just to, TLDR, today we're talking about the TikTok psychic. The TikTok psychic, she is currently in the middle of a defamation case because she spent the last roughly 3 years of her life slandering and defaming an innocent professor that works at the University of Idaho. So she concocted this whole Wattpad fanfic, essentially, about how this professor allegedly was behind the murders, the horrific murders of the 4 University of Idaho students.
Right.
Obviously, that is not true. She has zero proof. That did not happen. I feel so bad for the professor that her life was completely flipped upside down from this. And today, we really found out about really just how much this poor professor's life has been turned upside down and how much this has affected her and her family and the loved ones around her. It's so bad. So today started off with a different Rebecca, so not Rebecca Schofield, who's the professor. Today, Rebecca Talent was called up. So, and also to reiterate, Rebecca Schofield, she's the professor, and you have Ashley Gilliard, she's the TikTok psychic. Ashley, again today, just kind of came across as a moron. And she didn't only come across as a moron, she also came across as just a nasty person. Like, she just became even, like, she wasn't likable to begin with, but after today, I was like, wow. This person has a cold heart. This is just bad. So, starting everything off, we have Rebecca Talent. She was brought up on the stand for questioning. And let's see. Rebecca Talent was brought up for questioning because she worked in academia, and I guess she was a social media expert. She's been apparently doing not social media work, but social interactions and PR stuff since 1975. And she got a doctorate in 1995 when it comes to public perception. So not social media, public perception. Perception. She's been doing public perception since 1975, and then finally got her doctorate in it in 1995. So starting off, I'm trying to see. Yeah, when I walked in, it seemed like, okay, so Ashley was the one who was doing the questions from the start when I walked in. Sorry, there's just so much. Again, unfortunately, I'm sitting here with 45 pages. So, damn. Remembering how the order of everything started out by saying, what is your opinion on someone who hasn't suffered no damages so far? Go with no damages now to damages 100 years down the line. That was, okay, so that was the first question. That doesn't really make sense. And because of that, the judge stopped her. So I'm just going to reiterate that. Just
like,
to
what
make
the
sure I didn't
fuck kind of question was that?
Read that wrong. What is your opinion on someone who hasn't suffered no damages so far? Go with no damages now to damages 100 years down the line. Okay, that's kind of what was going on. So the judge stopped her because they were like, okay, how is she going to even answer that? I don't know. What happened? Atozi, why did you sleep? Well, hey, that's actually why I'm kind of late, because I laid down on that sofa back there and I accidentally fell asleep for 2 hours, which is why the stream is way later than what I wanted to. So yes, I'm catching up on sleep a little bit, not enough. Hopefully I'll get some more sleep when I get back home. Anyway, back to the thing. How long does it take for damages to affect someone? Because again, this is a damages hearing. And just so it's already,
I don't even understand what you're asking when you ask that.
already established, Ashley Gilliard has already been found liable for defamation, because this is a civil suit. This is not a criminal suit. So no one's guilty here. They're just found liable. So she's already been found liable for defamation. Now they're essentially here in court trying to figure out how much money Ashley Gilliard, the TikTok psychic, owes Rebecca Schofield, the professor. So yeah, that's why we're here today. So she's asking, how long does it take for damages to affect someone? And Rebecca Talent then responds, it can happen pretty quick, and damages can range from embarrassment to someone losing job or opportunities, losing their job or opportunities. Next question. Would you say that Schofield has the support of the academic community? I can't say yes or no to that because I wasn't on campus, so I don't know what the universal outcome for this is now. You say that online statements can cause someone losing the support of the academic community. If someone hasn't lost anything and has the support from her boss and hasn't lost anything career-wise in the last 3 minutes, why am I getting called? Oh,
like, what the fuck?
Oh, Lord. Please don't say I'm being too loud. Anyway, of 3 years, what can affect her? So she then answered, student gossip, and that is not uncommon. Students, bless their heart, love to gossip, and that's a common thing that comes to mind. How can student gossip affect an academic's future work? Answer. Student gossip can cause people to not take a class or them to make fun of the professor. I've had it happen to me, and I know it has happened to others. And they can go to other external websites and have a great deal of issues. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Is to not get kicked out of the room. Okay?
Getting kicked out of the room for what? The fuck you? What, nigga? That's a prostitute, nigga. Stop playing. Told the pro to come on up. It's a nigga, ain't it?
Oh, okay, awesome.
Same niggas that Diddy be using.
So you say, oh boy. Okay. Are you aware of any students doing this with Schofield? No. Are you aware of people not taking classes from Schofield? No. I'm retired. So are you speculating? No, I'm talking from experience. So the issues it created for you continued for over 3 years? Yes. The case that happened with me happened in 2013. Are you aware that beside me making my statements over 3 years ago, nothing has happened to Rebecca Schofield? I am not aware. I am outside of academia right now. So your expert testimony is not based in fact. Very hypocritical for her to say that.
Like, for real.
So you're not based in fact now? Ma'am, for the last 3 years, nothing that you've said on your TikTok has really been based in fact, at least when it pertains to Rebecca Schofield. It's insane. I don't know what's going on here. So why she's arguing like this? I guess she's the moral fact authority right now. But she then responds, my expert testimony is based on my experience. So you don't have any facts. So you have no knowledge on this case. That's what she said. I have no knowledge of the damages on Rebecca Schofield in this case. Objected. Overruled. The damage on Schofield that I saw caused her stress and strive and tremendous emotional upset, if not physical upset. I did see that she suffered from physical stress for being defamed on such a public platform. TikTok. Well, are you a doctor or a psychiatrist? No, but I can see what I observe. She does this a lot, by the way. So anytime someone's like, oh, hey, I've seen Rebecca extremely distraught and stressed out, she'll go, well, are you a doctor or a psychiatrist? Can you actually say that she's stressed out, really? She does that throughout all today.
Just hilarious.
Every single person that was on the stand, that was her play. So, yeah, no, crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And yes, people are asking, how bad is it? Yeah, it's really bad. We're starting off bad. Throughout the day,
really bad.
It just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. And also, fun fact, I actually confronted her at the end of the day, and that will be in my video that I'll be dropping on this entire situation. So that'll also be interesting. So stay tuned for that. But regardless, back to Ashley's questions. I have a question regarding the nuclear reactive plant that you said caused 100 years to fix the reputation. Apparently, before I entered the room about 5 minutes late.
The fuck was you doing? That pro took a long time to leave this morning? See?
The person who was testifying made an example of how a nuclear reactor plant, something happened there and it had a very bad reputation for 100 years or a long time. It caused 100 years to fix the reputation. Okay, so because of that, she's still kind of asking about the nuclear reactor. So I have a question regarding the nuclear reactor plant. You said it caused 100 years to fix the reputation. Was physical human, and in quote she said was physical human being damaged from this nuclear meltdown?
What?
So then she goes, as a response, I do know that nuclear meltdown caused people to report health issues. Was that a defamation issue? No, but it was a public relations issue. And that's when that person paused and she went off. So then we had a new witness come up. So the
Okay.
next person on the stand was Rebecca Bond. And Rebecca Bond, she worked with adults and children in family services. She did all counseling.
All this, listen to all this money this lying ass bitch has cost everybody, including herself.
Or she did a bunch of counseling with children and adults, and then she worked in the Spokane Medical Health Center, and she was a mental health professional throughout her entire career. She had to diagnose and work with law enforcement under serious conditions, for example, when weapons were involved or when something serious happened, and then after that, she started her own private practice in Spokane, Washington. She then married someone who teaches at the University of Idaho and moved there in 2013. So that's like the backstory on this witness.
Nigga. I'm gonna catch up on the rest later, Otozi. All of this shit because this bitch just wanted to lie on the motherfucker on the internet for clout money. It's really unbelievable. And just sitting in court and just still just like lying. Just still just sitting over there lying. It's that part for me. Hold on, let me find this shit. Cause yeah, that chick got locked up today. Her got locked up. She fucked around and got locked up.
North Carolina.
Okay. Let me find it. Let me find the video. Damn. Y'all got y'all shit all confusing, don't y'all? All right. Let's see if I can find it here. If not, I'm going to just play it from right there. Fuck it. We're going to play it from right there. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Carolina woman missing for 24 years and then located earlier this month was arrested today. Michelle Hundley Smith. She's charged with failure to appeal on a DWI charge from 2001. WRL's Grace Holland joining us live in studio with the latest twist.
They got this bitch. The chick we just saw that went missing and then was like, I'm cool, I don't want to be found. They got her on a failure to appear from 2001, bro.
In this story, Grace.
Dan, this is Michelle Hundley Smith's new mugshot after being arrested in Robeson County. She originally disappeared in 2001 and has not been seen since until now. You'll remember Smith's husband reported her missing when she didn't come back from a Christmas shopping trip. You're looking at pictures from the original missing persons posting. Her family, including 3 children, searched for her for more than 2 decades. The Rockingham County Sheriff's Office found her last week and said she requested to keep her location a secret, but Today, they ordered her arrest for a DWI from the Eden Police Department on November 11th, 2001. She was arrested yesterday, posted bond, and is scheduled to appear in court on March 26th.
Nigga, what? Maybe the family knew where she was the whole time and she ran over that. She lost her license in November 11th. Then the warrant for December 27th. Then she ran. Oh, look. She lost her shit in November 11th, 2001. She left on December 9th, 2001. And they put that warrant out for her December 27th. The family she might have never been lost. The family might have knew where she was at and just did that shit to help her get off. That's why the bitch didn't want to be found. She knew 12 was looking for her, nigga. Like, what the fuck? Gotcha, bitch. One more day. Remember, we off on Saturday. You know, I had thought about something while I was off last couple months. And I am going to start doing this. You know, the reason why I ain't never really did members only streams is because I ain't really like want to paywall myself. But so many people have memberships and stuff that, bro, we owe y'all. Like, if nothing else, at least one weekly members only stream. It could be random. I ain't going to sit here and promise the world and no shit like that. But, you know, just, if nothing else, a members only stream, we kick it. Just a general stream, kick it. Answer questions, whatnot. So we're going to start doing that to, you know, really recognize our members. Because while I don't want to paywall anything like that, but you guys have earned recognition. So we're going to start doing that. Going on the run for a DWI is a little extreme. Is it, Kim? And here's what I mean. Let me explain why I say is it. Because if she did what I said she did, they thinking like a few years go past and it's over. Because just as easy as I can say, running for a DWI is extreme. Bro, hitting a nigga with a failure to appear over it 24 years later seems a bit extreme as well. And the fact that they hit her with that when she was supposed to be a alleged victim and she went missing and shit like that. They hit her with that because the police knew this whole time they was looking for her. How else they just randomly find this woman that's been missing 24 years? Because they always been looking for her for crime. If she was actually just missing, they would have never gave a shit. They knew they was looking for her. It's just too convenient. Whatever happened on November 11th. She left on December 9th. And then they issued a warrant for her on December 27th. So whatever happened in that DWI, she probably thought it was going to be serious than whatever. I mean, I guess we going to see. We don't know what actually happened in the situation. Definitely want to see what her driver record was like. That'll tell the tape. Do feel a little extreme, but we've seen crazier. This is up there. Whether or not she was on the run or whatever, for this shit to jump off like this a couple decades later, if anybody else needed further proof of you can't get away with shit. No matter how hard you try, you ain't getting away with a damn thing. Some people just don't get it. Oh man, this has been. I wish I could explain how I felt this first week back. It's been a weird feeling, but like in a good way. We got one more day. One more. In the first week back. But I would stop here though. So you know what you can do? You can say goodnight to your boy. Shout out to the replay gang. Make sure you hit the like button. All that fancy shit. Shout out to all my third shifters. Everybody in the cut. $2020 still comes on Fridays. That's crazy. That has to be up there with one of them shows then. Because that's how kind of the family would break up at that time. But I would still kind of chill with grandma and watch 2020 with her. Grandma would watch 2020. It would come on after, because, you know, grandma was a huge Barbara Walters fan, nigga. Grandma and Barbara Walters. She fuck with Barbara Walters heavy. Kendra, KS, Big. Make sure y'all pray for Annie and her family, bro. Pretty please. Cam, Joy, CJ, Lisa. God is indeed great. God is indeed great. Jim Ross is going to be at a car show this weekend. And guess who's going? Good old JR. Pause. God is great, bro. I love y'all to death. Good night, folks. Rest well, because I sure know I will.
Y'all bitches always worried about what they doing, who they fucking, what they got going on. Worry about.
I sat there and watched your ass eat a whole meal for $5. You had a fucking box of pizza, a slab of ribs with a side of large fries, but ain't offered me shit though. After I just got you from the hospital last night. Oh, that shit ain't scare you, huh? But you just want to keep stuffing shit out of your mouth.
I just want to go back.
You want somebody to feel sorry, but you keep eating honey buns and shit under your bed. Yeah, I saw you last night trying to sneak them under there. I don't know how you got down, but I saw you.
Where?
Where? What the fuck you mean where? Oh, your big ass wanna play slow. All right. Tell me what the fuck this is then right here. Honey buns and shit. Oatmeal cream pie. What else you got under this motherfucker? Twinkies and shit.
Stop yelling at me.
Stop yelling at you. Your kids in there, we in this bitch hungry. Ain't eating shit. And you say, all right. No, I ain't put shit up, man. I ain't feeding your big ass no more, dog.
Hey, baby. Me and the kids about to go to Burger King. You want something?
Y'all
Y'all see it. Yep. That's what it is. Best hands in the world. Y'all be playing with me. Come taste it yourself. See all that butter? Deliciousness. Y'all want to know the secret so bad about it? A little bit more. A little bit more.
And this is why big backing is an epidemic. This is why big backing is an epidemic. I had to take a shot of insulin. Get some insulin from somebody else to finish watching this video. Y'all swear y'all be cooking. You got a whole 40-pound bag of sugar on 3 pans of yams. Talking about you see it. We see it. We see diabetes. We see gout, cavities in all teeth, hypertension, headaches, limb amputations, the big arm disease. I don't know what they call it, but just big arms. And if you can spread sugar like that, it's too much. Talking about it in a little bit more. That's enough. Jesus said that was enough. It's more than enough. It's abundant. You cooking up disease at this point. I wouldn't eat them yams with somebody else's mouth. We gotta do better. We gotta stop this mess.
God is great, bro.
Yo, what's going on, boys? How are you?
Yo, dab me up.
Hey, all right, damn. What part of the city are you from?
Yo,
What's up?
there, brother.
Hey,
yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
You guys ready for this?
Take this.
Oh, all right, sick. Why don't you guys come inside? Don't ski. These are the guys.
I'm Octavius Gray. And I'm Steve. Steve LeVois. It's okay, I have bacon here, right?
Set the mood right. Pick you up, baby, I'm looking so fly. Sunset rooftop, yeah, that's nice, right? Hop in the G-Class, I know you need that. Heart racing fast like the speed of light. Is this attraction, or is it the moonlight? You want satisfaction, but only for one night. This could be real love, but you've been broken, and I just want you to see what I can be for you. What I can be for you. What I can be for you. What I can be for you.
I'm a fucking bitch.
What I can be for you. You got me wrapped up in your love. Finding you is like a treasure.
Barely.
Making my heart feel this way.
Barely.
Yeah, yeah. And I'll treat you so damn special.
Barely.
What you did, who you were with, I don't care about those days. When I'm with you, I won't complain. Share your success and heartbreaks. Yeah, you know I stay by your side. Never leave you dissatisfied. But I need you to let me know. Is this attraction, or is it the moonlight? You want satisfaction, but only for one night. This could be real love, but you've been broken, and I just want you to see what I can be for you. 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 Baby girl, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Oh, yeah, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night.
crushed it.
God is great. You have a good Friday. All right? All right.
I'm a fucking bitch.
Guys, I gotta go.
You got it,
I don't
Jess.
want to hurt myself.
You gotta pee? It's all right.
No,
You got it, Jess.
go. You gotta go, girl.
Let go.
I don't even want to fall.
Turn to the side.
You're okay.
You
Just
good.
land right on that booty, girl. Just put your legs out
Turn
and
to the
pull on
side.
your booty.
Jess, you're amazing. You got it.
You got it. You got it. Turn to the side. Just let go and turn. Like you're laying in bed.
Yep. Like you're jumping onto your bed on your side.
Just let go. Turn to the side. Shut your eyes.
You got it, my love.
Just turn to the side.
You're okay.
I've never even heard of him.
I'm petty.